All right, we are live. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us this beautiful Saturday. For some of you people that are in the Far East, Sunday. We got a great panel for you here today. We got our boy Marcos Moore in the house. And no, he is not the founder of ASV Collectibles, so don't even pay attention to that.
I'm the founder, owner. It's my IP now, so.
So he's just trying to steal. He's just trying to steal. And then we got a returning guest, the one and only So Much 3D Rogers in the house, our resident sculptor, gaming. He does everything. He's a man of many talents. We got our legend Lane in the house. FBJ, man, thank you for jumping in again. I really appreciate
Thanks for having me back.
And our good friend Noshi Carl.
Thank you for having me again.
Hey, I'd love to have you guys here. It's always a blast when we're here. Mr. JAY SIA will be here in about half an hour. He just messaged me. He's got to tie up some things with work. So what I'm going to end up doing with this panel right now is I'm going to unbox something. It's not very big. It's not going to take too much time. Hopefully, when I unbox it, we'll chat about. We can just keep going on and on until Mr. SIA joins us. And once he joins us, we'll take a pause, do a Q&A, ask him all the tough questions we want to ask him. But just FYI for anybody that's jumping on in the comments, if you do jump on, or anybody that's watching that does jump on, there are certain topics we cannot talk about with Mr. JAY SIA, mainly Marvel. Okay, it's all about DC. It's all about his product he's doing now, and his next piece, which is the Martian Manhunter. So I got a lot of questions. I know the panel does as well, and let's get going. I'll bring out the base. Roger, how you doing, man?
Doing great. How about yourself, man? I know it's been a bit since I've been on here. Thank you so much for inviting me. I really appreciate it. Last month's been crazy busy for me. The game my studio's been working on is about to ship next month, so been heads down working on getting bug fixes and stuff all taken care of. But yeah, I've been dying to join the group. I keep watching the videos every time they come out, a day after, or even like a few hours after I miss you guys. So yeah, it's nice to be back and catch up with everybody and do this live.
Yeah, man, I'm glad Roger's back too. Real quick though, Will at the beginning said he's a man of many talents. The only talent he does not have is being right. So only talent.
And of course, Marcos is clickbait. He's actual living clickbait. If clickbait has an actual manifestation, it'd be him. Don't buy into the hype. Don't listen to anything he says. He's literally he's we got to keep things rolling, and he's kind of like the gesture. He keeps things going. So we got that.
You gotta have somebody like that, always.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, so Will, I actually don't know, what is this piece?
This piece is another Warlock, but I believe it's an evil version. I think they call it Warlock Movement or something like that. So his color's different. He's not like the original with the extremely tall red hooker boots and tall red gloves. There is some red and purples in there, but it's a different style. This piece comes with 4 portraits. And 2 portraits, I think 2 portraits, or maybe just, 2 portraits are like purple skin, and the other 2 are the regular. And then we'll get into it once I show that. This is the base right here, so let me just get a close-up of the piece.
Oh, it's Cosmic Warlock, not X-Men Warlock, right?
I believe it's Cosmic Warlock, yeah, but
okay.
he's like evil.
That's like Adam Warlock, so yeah.
I don't know if you can see that hint of purple in there with a little bit of the galaxy.
Oh, that's
nice. There you go. You kind of see the sparkles in there.
Uh-oh. Let's talk about sparkles. Look at this guy. Mr. Popo's in chat.
Mr. Popo, man, thanks for joining us, brother.
Thanks, Popo.
So that's the base. It's not too heavy. I'd say maybe 15 pounds. It's down here.
Man, what's up with you getting all these warlocks? Well, what's going on? Are you last week you didn't say you're a fan of them too much either.
Well, when you go big, you go hard, and you just keep buying everything you see. For crackhead deals, man. That's all it is. That's good deals. I'm just like, shit, why not? Might as well. Here's kind of like a galaxy. We get a little closer. I like that blue in there. You can see the
kind of similar to the last week's piece too. It had like that ring in the galaxy on it, right?
Yeah. If you look behind me, he's like right there in the back. But yeah, he had similar, except there wasn't planets on the galaxy. It was on the base, and he had a bunch of meteorites. This one does too, but the coloring's a little bit different. Get my arm in there. There we go.
It's a lighter material as well.
Yeah, it's light. It's pretty light. I mean, it seems to have some beef to it, but it's a little bit light.
Carl, you're a big Marvel fan, right? So, like, are you big into the Adam Warlock, like cosmic stuff and Marvel? Or
Ooh,
you're
X-Men
X-Men,
only.
right? Yeah, X-Men. That's what I thought. E-Man, thanks for joining, bro. Be a good show tonight.
Thanks for jumping on, man. Let's see. So there was a bit of a confusion, I think, last week. I picked some pieces up when I picked the pieces when I picked these statues up. So last week I showed some Warlock portraits was actually for this piece and not for that one. So that's why the fitting was all weird. And I'm like, what's going on here? And I was like, my dumb ass, I mixed some of these pieces up. So that's all me. So you're gonna re-see everything again. Let me do his body here, and then we'll place the rest of the pieces. Let's get a good close look at this.
And what about you, Roger? Are you big into the cosmic Marvel stuff, or just mainly X-Men as well?
Kind of all of it, like, and they kind of bleed into one another because, once you start getting really into the X-Men, start getting more into like the Shi'ar Empire stuff, everything that happened with Phoenix and all that, it gets pretty cosmic. But
yeah,
as a big, honestly, the very first comic books I started collecting, I got in right when the Infinity Gauntlet War started, right? So it was like probably 1990, right around then is when I started collecting comic books. So my first exposure to a lot of the cosmic stuff was when I was reading in the whole Infinity Gauntlet saga, Thanos, and then Adam Warlock being the one that wielded at the very end. And then of course they did the whole Infinity Watch, and they really made okay, I see what we did there. All right, that's nice, good texture. Yeah, I became more aware of who Adam Warlock was, and it was kind of interesting to see him get depicted in the what's it called, the more recent. Yeah, Guardians movie, but their depiction of him was completely different than what I anticipated, or at least what he's like in the comics.
All right. Let me get to his, I guess you would say his sash for his waist.
Yeah, I'm more familiar with the Adam Warlock design, the old school one you have behind you, than this one. This is, I don't know if this is a newer, I guess, to picture a newer uniform or costume.
This looks like the more modern take.
Yeah.
I like how William can do male, female, interspecies. He's not particular unto as far as the views and what the viewers may or may not want or like.
I don't discriminate. If that's what you're asking.
In terms of body parts.
Oh, did I show you guys the bulge? I forgot to show you.
Oh yeah, we gotta see the space bulge before you put on the skirt.
Those two stashes covered the bulge, so those guys are feeling a little uncomfortable. He's covered up. That's what the backside of it looks like. Comes this way like this. Mm-hmm. What I keep forgetting is my tape measure. That's what I keep forgetting. We could do his swap outs. He's got the gauntlet swap outs, 2 hand swap outs with flames, and 2 with nothing on there. So I'll bring all 4 of them here. Don't need to show all 5. I'll show the gauntlet. I showed it last week. Sorry, is my light acting up there? So I think we showed this one last week. And then I explained at the bottom of it had that weird light.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to turn it.
It's the first time I've ever seen that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was the first time. So then it just goes there like that. If I can get that stupid thing in there. It's just an odd way of setting this piece up. I don't know why they did it this way. So you have to be very.
Does it have a tiny little battery that goes in there too, or?
Yeah, it's a very, very small battery. It's just places. There we go. And then you have the option.
Not gonna lie, that feels pretty DIY there, right?
It did feel very DIY. I mean, you can see it's lit up. Most of it. This is the other option hand. There's 2 of them. One for the right, one for the left. It's just I don't know much about the character, but he's enabling some flames in his hand or power or something cosmic. I do love the texture in the gloves. tell the texture on there.
That's
So they did a
nice.
really good job with the texture, in my opinion. The flame skill used a little bit of work, seems kind of bland. So you pretty much just swap it. Oh, there's a light. Just kind of swap it like that. Yeah. Put this away. It's very interesting how they did this light setup. And then the other option for the hand is just pretty much open. Just kind of like that. So you pretty much could just either have his hand open, doing the flames. You could have,
I like the suit on this one.
yeah, the suit on this one's pretty dope. You could have 2 flames if you want to do it that way. Yeah, get a little closer here with the.
Yeah, Prince Zuko over there, man. What the hell?
Yeah. Pull them both off. Have just kind of like, you know, like that.
Me, I'd have one gauntlet and I'd have one flame. That's how I would do it.
Okay, so we'll follow Freddy's rules here. One gauntlet, one flame. If I can freaking put this thing in here. It's just so odd how they did this. Okay, so gauntlet.
Gotta flex them stones, man.
Yeah, I think I'd have to always have the stones.
Yeah.
Like my wife, man. She always gotta flex that ring. You know what I'm saying? You going out, you better flex that rock. You know how much I pay for that? You better flex
it. That's funny. Flexing on that. Okay. And then let's go to the portraits. We'll go look at the regular portraits, and then we'll do like the evil portrait. I guess it's evil. I'm quite sure. So these are the 2 regular ones. I gotta lower the light, but it's too light.
What's up, JoJo? And everybody, just real quick, Will. We are not clickbaiting as Roger usually says I do. Jay Sia will be on the show. He's going to be on maybe 15 to 30 minutes in that range. So we're not clickbaiting. He will be on.
I feel betrayed.
Watch Marcos go in the back and get chains and.
Yeah.
all I know is that Jay might not be here, but his better half is Carl. So if we have the questions, we'll just ask Carl. He knows everything.
Yeah.
Also, Carl won't tell us nothing, man.
I plead the 5th.
I will confirm this is the only lie this is the only truth that Marcus has said so far. So that's the only thing he said.
Carl will not tell us anything, man.
Nope.
That's why we need Jay on.
Dude, his 90s little goatee there or something that like whatever's going on there. It's like early 2000s. Yeah, you got it too. He's got that whole he was in a new metal band.
So that's the first portrait. Second portrait's pretty much him just kind of screaming, "No, Marcos!"
He's still in Disturbed. Look, he's in that band Disturbed. I know it.
Yeah.
He's literally going, "Ooh, ah." That's what that is right there. That's that portrait.
That or what's that band called that did Chop Suey? That song?
that looks more like early 2000s.
That's what I'm saying.
There we go.
That's new metal. This is early. This is 2000s.
Yeah,
not quite Nickelback. Definitely maybe.
Oh, he does look like Nickelback though. Actually, he does.
Yeah, okay, he looks like Nickelback.
If that's the Megas.
Oh, now I see it. Oh my God.
Version of
yeah, you see it, right?
Yeah, now I see it.
If that's what
you heard it here first.
If that's supposed to be Megas version of him, then he's just he's started with the new church, so that's just the creep.
I will say the other one is a little unsettling. He doesn't have any eyebrows. What was up with that?
Yeah, that's very interesting. You notice that he does not have eyebrows.
Dude, that's always one of the most unsettling things about anybody. Like, it just makes people look instantly weird. I mean, nothing wrong with it. People get alopecia. They don't have any eyebrows. It's fine. Some people want to look like a dolphin. But it's fine. It's cool. But he definitely doesn't have any eyebrows in the other portrait. I don't know if is that a mistake? Is that a painting error, or is that by design?
Because the other 2 don't have. There's only one with eyebrows. The other ones don't have eyebrows.
Huh.
Look at this photograph.
I'm literally going to go on the internet right now and find Adam Warlock no eyebrows to see if that's a thing. Interesting.
Yeah. So
Jojo, don't scare me like that, man. Don't scare me like that, Jojo.
Here's a purple version.
Oh man, that's yeah. So this is a little bit more Insane Clown Posse-ish. I get it.
Yeah. No goatee this time. No goatee. So let's switch that. And then there's one more. Now you guys are gonna love this last one. I don't know if it's part of the comics or not, but when I saw it, I'm like, what the F is this? But it's a very, very interesting piece.
Okay, don't. Let's just surprise us. Just surprise. Let's see.
Surprise! I'm just gonna bring it right up. Here it comes.
I was like, that's your handful. Oh, okay, yeah.
Is he a
Nice.
Chinese general with that little man bun?
I think that I do recall a version of him.
That's Mega's version. Of
Yeah.
Mhm.
Vegas. Yeah,
Which is
That's how-
is-
That's how I put my hair
Doesn't
before I
look
go to
bad.
sleep.
that
I
looks
like
like
this one more.
that looks like he
Out
That
of
was-
everything, I like that one the best so far.
that
So-
looks
of
like
course,
he just
Carl
put,
would like that one.
That top knot really breaks the silhouette.
I mean that honestly that looks like he put paint on himself to be a Scooby-Doo villain.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
also
know.
Ghost.
Walton said, "Is that a KISS member?"
I don't know, man. To be fair, man buns came out were really popular in 2012, 13,
They made a
maybe.
comeback in the 2010s era too. They kind of made a comeback.
Carl got it
maybe.
on as popular now.
Mhm.
Next time Carl comes on the stream, he's got to rock that dude right
I got it. This is the Padawan version.
the pathway.
The Padawan.
Mm.
But yeah, like I mentioned, a small piece, lots of hand switch outs, a lot of portraits. You got the gauntlet with the lights, and yeah, very interesting portrait. That third one, if you guys recognize it, that's great. I don't follow Warlock much. I do remember reading him in the comics. I don't remember this version of him. And obviously, the movie they did injustice with it, in my opinion. I don't care much about the movie version of Animal. But besides that, I think I'd give this piece like a based off what I'm seeing now, I'd give it about a 7.58. I do like the suit better than the last one. The lineage on the paint is really crisp. It's clean. The way they painted it. I love the textures and everything about it. Like all the textures are different, like the texture on the thighs, the knees. So the reds and purples have different textures, as you've seen. They did a great job with shading. The portraits, I feel that the hair needed more work in terms of the paint and also just the paint application on the face. It seems very flat. I love the piece with the goatee. There's no reason why I like it so much, but
A little bias right there, huh?
It's like bias. It's okay. It's fine.
Just a little bias.
But honestly, I do like this portrait the most, which is the third one I showed. For some reason, I like it best. The other side probably go one. I just like the purple portraits better. Maybe because it's just purple. There's a little bit more shading in the purple, and the regular skin, it's kind of bland. It doesn't really pop. There's not much. There's not much going on with the paint on the skin. Is he supposed to always have white eyes? Does every single
Yeah. For the most part, in the comics, he's got white eyes.
Okay, so for the most part. The other thing too is I think the flames on the hands could have been better done. There's no real depth to it as well. It's just pretty flat. It's just red paint. I mean, they put some semi-gloss in it to make it look kind of, I guess, on fire. So that's why my rating is like that. But yeah, I'm gonna display them without the man bun. Just keep them like this. I do like this look.
Haters gonna hate.
Well, it might be a little biased because I can't rock a man bun. So if I had hair, I'd probably would.
I mean, you
There you
can't.
go.
To be fair, nobody in here I don't think really can, but it's cool.
What did Marcos? What did Deadpool say about his? It wasn't a wig. It was a what? From Deadpool and Wolverine. When they were teasing him about his hair. Oh, I think Marcos is frozen.
Oh, he's dead.
He's
Look at him.
back.
He's asleep. He's asleep.
Marcos, you fell asleep in the chair.
Oh, I had to switch to hotspot. My Wi-Fi was messing up, so I
No,
switched
you're
hotspot.
good. You're good. Actually, let me finish up. I'll get back to the base. I do like the purple and kind of the galaxy feel to it. They did a really good touch up on that. But this is a I would say fairly older piece. There should have been more attention to detail on the paint. I think the paint is what keeps this score to a 7.58 for me. Other than that, I guess the concept is it's good enough for what I know from Adam Warlock. I guess if I were to, suggest something, I would have to really research his background and his story and come up with a fairly decent concept. And I don't know if that's the moon on the ground or what. There's good texture in there, some painting, some dry brushes. So I'm glad they did skip on that. That's looking fairly well. So that's my score. Marcos, your opinion on this particular piece?
I think this one's better than one that's behind you last week, and I think I gave that like a 7.3. I think. I think there was a lot to be desired. I think that piece. I think this body paint is a lot better done, and the texture on it than the other one, and the outfit's a little bit better. Like you said, I hate the like the stripper boots. Obviously, I love strippers, but not stripper boots. As I said, I love strippers. I don't like stripper boots on my statues, though. There's a difference, I'm trying, got to save it for the strippers. Can't have it on our superheroes. But I think that is
well. What about Catwoman?
I think.
What about Catwoman? She's
an anti-hero. She's an anti-hero at this point. Come on now. Dollar General. I wouldn't even give it that, man. I would give it, Oh man, what's worse than Dollar General? Like Joe V's, maybe. In my town in Houston, Joe V's, bro. I don't know.
Wait, we got Dollar Tree out here, man.
Yeah, we got Dollar Tree also.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt about that. Death Stripper, I'm like Ted Bundy over here, where else go? Oh, the base. I don't like. I don't know if it's resin like on the base, like I don't know what that material is. The purple looks good, but I just think overall it looks kind of flat. I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't look like well like that detailed, I guess. Especially that the ring as well, the ring with the planets.
Yeah.
I'll give this about a 7-8. I think the portraits are better on this one. Besides the gold hair, the Nickelback versions, as Roger said. It's just fine for me. I'm not a big Warlock fan too, so I can't go deep diving like, oh, this is wrong, that's wrong, blah blah blah. I can't give a detailed reason why I don't like it. It's not for me for sure. Concept's pretty cool though. I'll give it that.
Roger, since you're the professional in this field, what do you feel about this piece? What do you think? What could have been better based off what you saw? Any criticism?
So I'm gonna go with a 7. Borderline like 6.5, 7 around there. There's I would have liked to have seen some more attention to detail to certain areas of the sculpt. They got we got anatomy. It's fine. The based off the concept or I guess his look, like his uniform, they got that spot on. It's always hard to kind of depict a character like this that doesn't have distinct features of how to portray them dynamically, or you can only do so much with a character that's like this, right? So I applaud them for having to finding a way to make the base interesting and make some type of movement by making the cape and the sash, have some movement to it and make it feel a little kinetic. And then, having his pose be, less symmetrical and there's more him trying to like flexing and stuff like that. It's cool. Like it's a pretty typical pose, hero pose. And you can do a lot with the hands per se, but that's really the only areas you really can, change or swap out. I do like the fact that they had as many swaps as they do for the hands. That's kind of nice to have. The battery in hand thing, that's or the light in the hand thing. I feel like that could have been produced differently, but at the same time, like I'm not going to question production costs. He knows how much it costs to actually make it. If they cut corners by doing it that way, that's fine. I just think that's I guess I've never seen that done before. I don't know how to feel about. I understand the idea of wanting to have this cosmic feel in the base and having the planets and all that. How do you have them hovering, or how do you make them feel like they're suspended? So there's an interesting way of using this like arc and stuff, this cosmic arc thing, but I still don't know exactly what it is. I don't know. Like I'm just kind of curious about the idea and the concept of the execution. I do like the purples and the deep blacks that they did from here. Obviously, you can see it probably much better since you're there. But I do like the idea of adding the speckles and stuff for the sake of like adding stars and all that. That's kind of cool. The heads, I do really feel like we missed an opportunity on the heads. It seems like the sculpting work could have used more detail, and definitely the hair could have used more detail. And if you weren't going to get too much detail out of the hair, as far as like how thick the clumping and how thick the strands were, then maybe they should have put some more emphasis in the paint job on it, because it does from here look really flat on the hair. I mean, it's just flat out, just yellow with no like, hints of darkening or shadows in the grooves of the hair. At least from here, it doesn't really have that. It just looks pretty flat. And I know he's known for having like super gold blocks and stuff like that. But you know, it would be nice if they were able to put some ambient occlusion and some darkening, some shading in the clothes and all that. You know, it probably would have been better to do that as well. Plus, I do think that the actual surface material texture they use for the face does feel pretty flat across as well, almost like a kind of plasticky. The purples look more realistic, or it looks more fleshy tone. Right. Whereas it's weird to say, it's crazy to say that the purples feel more alive per se than the actual the skin tone ones for the face, because there's not a lot of variety in skin tones done matching subsurfacing and stuff on there. So like I said, there's things that I think I would have paid more attention to, or I might have put some more emphasis on, you know, as far as the paintwork's done and the execution of it. But for what the piece is, and the other thing too is price line. Do you mind asking me like how much the piece was?
I honestly, I mean, I bought it third party, but retail originally, I want to say it was probably $850, $950, I think. Ooh. I don't know, because I'm not part of it.
Yeah, see, I don't want to say here. I don't know, for that price line, I think I would have preferred to see more attention to detail. And looking at a lot of pieces that are coming out now around that same price line, you know, we're seeing a lot more attention to detail when it comes not just to sculpt, but also the paintwork.
Okay. And your rating was, again, sorry, I missed that.
I'll go 6.8.
Okay, fair enough. Carl, what do you think?
Why not 6.9? Why not 6.9?
Because I knew you'd want that. I knew you'd want
that.
6.7.
6.7. You did them both. Both. The old version and now the new one.
So Carl just gave us a rating. It was 6.7.
My rating is like around there. The definite miss for me is the portrait.
Yeah.
It didn't really capture anything for me. It didn't like wow me immediately. When you were like individually showing it to us, it's like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, Carl's right. Like, the portrait has to be like something that stands out, man. In any piece, that's like that's one of the focal points of your figure and stuff, right? If you have a miss there, then it's just like, well, what else is gonna? Yeah, where else are you gonna focus on it? I really do feel like the emphasis has to be especially since we have so many faces, right? Also, the non-painted eyebrows thing. I don't know what's up with that. Like, why they didn't paint eyebrows?
It's a new trend with the kids. They shave their eyebrows.
Got it. Okay, cool. She just told me that it's something it's for the kids.
That's why I'm surprised Marcos hasn't shaved his yet. It's a trend in his generation.
He would look
on stream, Marcos, on stream.
On stream, Marcos, get the razor blade. Let's go.
I'm not that young, okay? I'm not that young.
Carl, what was your rating on it? And I know,
mostly around a 6 for me.
6? Okay.
Because I place importance on the portrait. Like, if it anything didn't capture me, like the rest is like, okay.
Yeah.
And FBJ, man, what do you think, brother?
I don't know the character too well, but as far as just looking at the statue, I'd give it a 7.
Hey, 6-7, nice.
There we go. Someone.
We're so lame.
We're gay.
I agree with Carl, man. The portraits itself, there's nothing about it that really, sticks out. So Roger was saying the same thing. For me, like we discussed like last week, right? This is just one of them pieces, man. You just throw in the back with some other pieces that you got. It's like a filler piece. I don't think it's all great where I could have it like dead in the front, like a centerpiece or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's what one of those where I have a line, I have 2 or 3. I could just pop it somewhere, just put it in the back or in the side, and just fill in my collection. And for that, it's perfect. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a 7 is, right? Fill that in. Again, I don't know the character, so I can't tell you what should be on that base or not. But I do like the small footprint. I love the small footprints with these statues. So the fact that they gave the base a small footprint, and the fact that what that I don't know the significance of all the planets and stuff like that, but the fact that they tried their best to do something within that space, I think is pretty cool. So and I again come as a 1/6 figure collector and stuff like that. I love swap outs and switch outs. So I'll give it a 7.5 just in the fact that there's like 4 to 5 portraits and a couple of hand swap outs because I love that stuff. So
You're such a nice guy.
7.5.
There you go.
No, what's up, man? And Roger, how about this too, man? What Walton said real quick. How about you keep my wife's name at your fucking mouth, man? Keep my wife's name at your fucking mouth. You guys don't get it? Come on, guys. Will Smith.
I get that, but
Jada Pinkett Smith. Come on, guys.
I get it, but like,
What's the reference?
how is it?
yeah, what do you,
The alopecia one?
The slap.
No, but what are you referencing too?
Yeah, but what?
No, he's referencing
Smith
to
has
Jaden
alopecia. He's lost his.
dude?
Oh.
I've never.
How are
There's
you?
never been. You've never had a joke land so flat, bro. Like this
You
is
guys
a
are so
flat.
old. You guys are
Yeah,
so old.
yeah, Marcos.
I'm embarrassed for you, and I'm not
Hey,
even there, man.
hey, everyday collector, man.
Marcos, the only person here doing dad jokes.
Later, John.
And Freddie.
That was
and
rough.
Somebody else that's a father. We can do those. Dad
Wow.
jokes.
Yeah. Don't come
Yeah.
back.
He
Man.
doesn't know. He doesn't know how to land them, man.
No, he doesn't land them like
Turn
that.
off your hot. Hey, turn off your hotspot. Okay, you're done. Okay.
Hey, everyday collector. Thanks.
Guy
for
gets
joining us.
guy's part of a podcast and is streaming, and he's on a hotspot. Incredible,
Hey, shout out to Aiden's in the house. Everyday collectors in the house. Jonathan.
right?
On our stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Aiden. Yeah.
We got 16 people watching. Just let you know it's not clickbait. Jay Sia will be on. He's just a little bit tardy, but we got the next best thing.
Which is normal.
The only clickbait we've got is Marcos. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. If the next thumbnail is like Marcos is always right. Psych. That would be the clickbait.
By the way, Marcos just yeeted himself off the stream and stuff right now for the worst joke. So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to eliminate his position.
I'm so glad we had that live too. This is going to be on the stream. It'll live on forever, so we can just go back to that every
It'll
day.
never die.
The best part was like everybody. It was like crickets. Like everybody was just like, "What are you on? What is
Well,
this?"
no, I got what he was meaning immediately because when he brought up the comment,
Yeah.
I was still like, this is unfortunately sometimes when I like tell the joke, but you have to tell a paragraph.
Yeah, but a great comedian is not the fact that you can repeat jokes. Because I could repeat the same thing Chris Rock or somebody saying, and they look at me like, "What?" It's how you say it and deliver it and land it. Right?
Delivery,
So-
landing, audience, all that stuff, man. Like this is why Marcos works in a hospital.
You guys aren't funny.
Yeah, he's back.
That's why no one got it. No one got it because you guys aren't funny. That's why.
Marco's internet is just acting like it's already on things.
That's what it is. We'll just blame your internet. Yeah, that's what it was. It was your internet. Okay.
Jay,
Yeah, internet. That's what happened. My joke didn't land because the internet and you guys you're not funny. That's why.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I don't get this.
Okay.
Oh, you guys back into. Are you saying we have two J's in this world right now? We have two J's. We have
At the
two
same
J's.
time.
Yeah, at the same time. Like, we're breaking
Well,
parallel universes, everything.
All right. So after that lame joke from Marcos Lane, you're last up. What do you think about the piece?
I hate this statue. I hate the costume. I think it looks terrible.
No hesitation right there.
Like I hate this costume. Like I know roughly the era this is from. I hate that. That's like more of the Magus like modern look kind of that his characters had, which I dislike.
Lane, pause for a second. I just want to say, could you imagine if your lady asked you, how do you feel about this outfit? He just straight out said it like how he did. My man would get crucified.
Yeah, no.
You
Go
think
back
it.
in there and don't come out until you're not wearing that outfit.
We think it. We don't say it.
FPJ, you're making it like that. I haven't said that like before.
All right.
Yeah, go in there. If you come up with a burlap sack on with 2 holes in it, that's better than what you're wearing right now.
No, but what's not helping if this is supposed to make me feel much better about last week's Warlock statue, I am feeling much better about that one now. Because I even like I can see him holding the Infinity Gauntlet behind there. And I can only see part of it. And I'm liking it better than this because I like that costume better. But I mean, I do like that it has the 5 like different head sculpts and everything. the base for this one is a lot more interesting than the other one. But I think if your base is the best thing about what you could say necessarily about a statue, your statue's in trouble.
How great would it have been if he just picked it up and threw it on the ground right now after like Lane just said that?
That's not funny, Roger. That's not funny.
I'm gonna just be like, at best, this is like a mate. I can put a 6 out of 10. Like, it's a D. I don't like it. But it's not even necessarily a statue. It's I hate that costume for Warlock. Like, I'm meaning 100%.
So this is personal. Just put it out there.
That's what it sounds like, man.
I am 100% biased against that costume.
Like, I've never heard you be on here like, I hate this statue and I never want to see it again.
Yeah, honestly, the reason I don't give it like a 5 or a 4 is because I like the base and I like some elements of it, and just like the man bun. Jay's gonna be like, man, I hope I'm not gonna hear anything like that now about anything I'm working on.
Actually,
whoa, he's driving? He's driving?
Yes,
Sorry. Himself.
What's over here now?
We got Jay Sia in the house.
He's about to drive.
He's about to drive. He's on mute right now, but we can see what he's doing.
Man, Jay, it looks like you're trying to
mute
match Marcos for his connection right now.
You need to change your shirt.
Uh-oh.
And he's got to unmute himself. Jay, you got to unmute
Okay, so just to show the 20 people, Jay is here. It was not clickbait. He's here. He's just having some technical difficulties. We're going to have him on here.
Oh, boy.
He has been freezing. I don't know if he's just like jamming through the freeway and he's just like.
Yeah, he's about to hop on the highway.
It's like
man.
a super typhoon right now. I'm surprised.
He's literally doing it live.
You on mute, Jay. You on
Jay,
mute.
if you can hear us.
Hey guys.
There he is.
Oh.
All right.
So, Jay, for this entire
Can hear you now.
time,
Okay, good.
we're going to be hearing you. Or are we going to be starting to start hearing like some of that old like, what was that game back in the 80s? I can't. I just blew the joke.
Come on, Lane. Come on, my jokes. Come on, man. Gotta finish that.
Marcos and Lane. Jesus Christ. Marcos, you just literally messed with everybody's brain.
Spy Hunter. That's what I was forgetting. I was thinking City Hunter, which is the anime, but Spy Hunter. Where we have that old game where Jay's gonna be going along, and we're gonna be hearing like. Dun, 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 dun.
Jay's using Marcos'
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, leave it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. We can hear you now.
The other day.
All right, we'll go one at a time a little bit, guys. But yeah, Jay's having some difficulties. If anybody in the chat wants to ask Jay a question,
device and select the incident found.
Is that me or
I'm going to take Jay off so he can kind
In
of.
his defense, there's like a super typhoon like right now. So,
Hey, Marcos, do everybody a favor. Can you put some foil on your antennas so it'll help Jay out with the signal?
Let me get the steam power going real quick. Like, dude, what the fuck? What was that?
Yes.
What was that?
That was him trying to reboot the Wi-Fi.
Stanley's like, Jay, give us a tour of the city. I love to see
He
that.
doesn't give us a tour of the city, man.
So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, put it in the chat. Remember, no Marvel questions, just DC, and anything else related to DC. We can talk about that. Anything else is off the table. And unless you want to see the city, you want him to take off his shirt, like Carl said. I don't know what's going on with that, but we can get through there. So let's give Jay a little bit of time here. He's just he's all blacked out. I don't know.
There he is, hopefully.
I got him on. Can you hear me, Jay?
Is it raining?
is he back?
There he is.
And he's gone.
It's,
Hey, I
it's,
got you.
it sounded like he had his AC on full blast. Is it hot over there, Carl? He's like, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that's the typhoon Carl was talking about. Could be. the
Yeah,
wind.
that's like literally typhoon like right now.
I would say probably the car is not the best spot to do live stream because connection and I get my will, so the AC is gonna be blasting. It's gonna be blasting.
I don't know what the weather's like. I mean, we're cooler over here on this side, so I'm assuming it's a little bit warmer on that side.
The Pacific.
Hey, so can you hear me, guys?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
He's going out again.
Yeah. Does he sound like Johnny Five to you guys?
Yeah, right now.
So Jay, it's tough to hear you.
J5 is alive.
Maybe if you turn off your video, because we good with hearing you.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
the video. Okay,
Probably the video is just too much as far as on the the data.
okay. When he gets back in, we'll tell him that, Freddie. Because you're right. Usually,
Yeah.
sometimes if the video is messed up, audio
Yeah.
can work. Yeah. You're the IT guy too, so you should know all this stuff.
You know, I mean, we could give Jay a Starlink. That might help him.
Yeah,
out there.
that helped. That or maybe the bad juju after my great joke earlier. Maybe just ruining.
Oh, that's going to live in infamy. We're
This
gonna,
is how Twitter and customer service feels.
What are you talking about? They're the best in the business. Come on now, dude.
Oh, even John's like Jesus, and he's from Canada. So
I know, dude. There's nothing worse than that. I'm kidding, John.
It's like a blizzard out there, man.
Yeah.
Dude, he sent the picture on his Facebook. It's literally like 5 feet of 5 inches of snow. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I
No,
see that.
Mother Nature is helping me right now.
Hey, Stanley, just ask your questions, man. If I see it pop up on the chat, Marco sees it pop up. We'll go ahead and ask the questions for you whenever the clone version of Jay decides to leave and the real one shows up, and we'll BS with him a little bit. So I do apologize. I'm apologize for Jay, for everybody. The signal's bad where he's at. There's been a lot of things going on this side of the world, so we'll give it a little time. Last week or the week before, he was on Godlike, and he kind of seemed his internet was a little off then as well. I was very happy.
William, you never did measurements with the statue. I think we have time now. If you
I could. I just gotta find a tape measure. I might have one in here. Hold on a second.
You sure you didn't send it to Marcos?
Oh,
I finally found one, right, Freddie? I found the one I used to have. I found it.
Okay, I believe it when I see it.
Out of pride, I'm still not going to use it on unboxings. I'm still not going to use it. Out of pride at this point, dude.
Let me. How about this? I'll use my trusty phone.
Oh man, he's learning from the CEO and founder. Mark.
Hey, Bill's is the one that told me about the damn phone measure, dude.
Yeah, that's his backup. No, that's his backup. That's fine.
It's about 23 inches tall.
It's actually really good.
And width is about 15 and a half. And I assume the depth is about the same thing. So 23 by 15 by 15. It's pretty condensed. I think the Martian Manhunter will ask Jay if he's able to get on, and maybe Carl knows. I think it's 12-inch diameter. Is that correct, Carl?
I will have to check.
For the Martian Manhunter, I believe that's the case. I don't know if Marcos could pull up the pictures on it.
Yeah,
I believe so. And I felt that for a 1/3 piece, 12-inch diameter is kind of small. You know?
For the base it's 12 inches.
So the base is 12 inches. Yeah. That's with the flame and the cape sticking to the side.
Yeah.
Wait, no, not the cape. I didn't think so.
Because the way you guys posted it on your page, it shows just 12 by 12. And I'm thinking, well, if that cape's sticking out pretty far, that's not 12, right?
Oh, hold on.
So while we wait on that, I want to do a plug-in right now for So Much 3D. He's got his Gumroad. He's got a couple pieces. You want to talk about that a little bit, Roger?
Yeah. So I'm working on some stuff right now. I do have a couple pieces. I have right now a goblin/demon that's on there right now, and I'm going to be producing some more pieces on there. I'm currently working on one. All these pieces go in conjunction with an overall diorama. But that said, the one I'm working on right now, I'm doing some stills and renders in Unreal. So once that's completed, I'll drop that video more than likely this upcoming week, and also share the file, the STL, for people to download and print themselves, because I'll do the cutting and the keying myself and get that all ready to go.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So guys, check that out. So Much 3D. Find him on Facebook. Subscribe to his stuff. He's also on Instagram. ArtStation.
Yeah, I'm just look for So Much 3D. I'm on everything is So Much 3D.
Yeah, He's got
Twitch,
his
YouTube, Facebook.
So if you guys want to
ArtStation.
learn a little bit more of the sculpting and a lot of the Unreal stuff and
Yeah.
rendering, if you're interested in any of that stuff, check out So Much 3D, please.
Let me know, man. Yeah, I love talking shop and working on 3D with other people, mentoring stuff.
He sent me some images today. It's so freaking good. So if you guys are interested, check out his Gumroad print and paint the demonic pieces he's doing. So it's pretty tight. I see Jay. Jay, can you hear us?
Yep. All good. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me, guys?
Oh, good.
Yep,
See,
perfect.
it's the video. It's the
Just
video.
start up
right
the
there.
video.
Yeah, it is a video.
Can I? Okay. I'm just driving here, so
There
I'll just turn off the video. Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, that
All
sounds
right,
great.
okay.
We just got to make sure that our followers and people watching know it's not clickbait and you're actually here. So I'm happy you're here. If you are driving, just really be safe, brother. We don't want you to get in any
I'm good. I'm used to it. I'm working. I'm designing while driving.
Put up the camera before you lose the thing.
Jason,
You're
I'm
doing
used to
three
it.
things at the same time, not two. Gotcha.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just out with my kids. So.
So we'll Jay, let's talk about your Martian Manhunter. I know you talked a little bit on Godlike. We have a lot of questions about that particular piece. I just asked Carl right now. He's going to double check. I noticed that the base on your measurements is 12 by 12. Does that include the depth of the cape also, or does not?
No. 12 is the dimension of the arc. I mean the base. But if you include the cape, I think it's around 18. Around 18. Yeah.
So it would be pretty much 18 by 12.
Most likely, yes.
Okay.
And actually, I had this discussion with Carl, and I had the discussion with other collectors. They're actually they're pointing out the base design for Martian Manhunter's base is a little like different from the other LBS statue base. So actually,
You all need to let it go. And
no. I have to let it go, but well, actually, I took the points of other collectors, their inputs, and actually, I'm just I was with the pressure yesterday. I had to come up with a new design for the base, which I'll have to ask for approval. But I plan to do it as add-on. So we have the existing base right now. You're looking at the screen. It's very simple to decide. So with the help of other fellow collectors, we come up with a base. We decide the Martian civilization at the left, if you're looking at it, and the Earthling civilization, Earth civilization on the right. Then, so we'll be having some adjustments on it. I know Carl doesn't want to do those adjustments, but I'm a little stubborn, and I want
little
to
is an
do.
understatement.
Okay, I just want to give the best to collectors. So I think those who want the simple base can retain it, but those who wanted an LBS base, like theme, so we can add on the sides of those. We can do it as add-on. So I think it's a win-win for both collectors that used to saw the existing one with a simple base, and the one who still like LBS theme base, so they can put that as an add-on. So nothing to additional cost on me, but nothing to add on to or nothing to pass on to collectors. Yeah.
Nice, that's good. That was one issue. Wait, real quick though, that was kind of one issue I had with this piece, Jay, is that
How dare you?
the base is smaller than the other ones, and it's not a storytelling base like the other DC line, I guess you could say, with the Justice League. So
Can I share? Can I share the
yeah, dude,
the concept
share.
I had?
Can you
Okay.
yeah, send it to me,
Still
Jay.
rough. So,
No,
it's
no,
not
forget
final. I'm just saying.
So
Okay, this is not final, but this is still
Go ahead,
we're still
Mark.
waiting. But
No.
basically, I send it to you, William. So
Oh, you sent it to me. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Let me down pages. So one question I had, just based off engineering, is okay, I see. Hold on one second, guys. Let me just upload this to my site.
That's not final, huh? Just a mock-up. I did some mock-up and
Don't
Okay.
share.
Carl, can
yeah.
we show this, Carl, or no?
No, you can. It's DC, no problem.
Yeah, it's DC. It's DC. Let me open up my stuff here and then I'll share it. But one question I had with this base that I'm seeing in the image, not the one you just sent me. Engineering wise, when I get in deeper, Jay, and I look at that, and Carl, is the lean, right? He's got this kind of odd lean to him. And since the base is a lot smaller, I'm a little bit concerned of it being top heavy. With this new concept here, maybe, but you guys are pegged right off his toes, and that's what, 32 inches, 34-inch tall character, not including the base. So my question is, based off longevity, the weight, and how the engineering is, do we have a metal rod going through from the toe all the way up?
Yes. Actually, I showed it to another collector, the metal rod, so it will be coming deep inside the base, then connecting to the leg, so the metal rod will be up to the thigh area.
Okay. Let me, you guys see that?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so
Again,
that-
it's just a mock-up, nothing.
Yeah, just a mock-up.
okay.
That's why I don't like
Not
sharing.
the
like, just like a
final,
mock-up.
not the final. But
real quick-
the scope is already on works on it. Knowing DC will approve it. Knowing DC.
Okay,
Because
so this
normally they approve small things easily for me.
I like the Martian, like the Mars rocks, I guess
Yeah.
you could say. I like that a lot more than the clouds, dirt.
So,
I guess.
so let's run through it here real quick. Based off what we're seeing now, because this is something new. Jay hasn't shown this before, so thank you for showing it here on our channel. Personally, for me, I think this is better. And the reason why I say it's better is you got the Martians down at the lower left. You got looks like you got him in human form. You got the tower, the building, the city behind it. So I like that story better than the last base. And I was going to ask, what was the story behind the last base? Because I can only see so much. And my next question is, when you guys as a team, Carl and Jay, how do you guys brainstorm a concept for a particular character? I know you got a line with this particular piece, but let's say a few piece. Because the way I would do it, and I've helped private people do some of their stuff, I always get in deep with the story and I try to find everything that was most critical with that character within the longevity of the story. Is that something you guys do? Or you just have somebody else that just comes up with it and says, hey, is it good or not?
No, actually, first things now, the design on the Martian Manhunter, the card one, the mock-up, the story behind this one is we show the civilization of Martian with Martian people. So you can see aliens in the base. But all of this will be muted except one. So actually, the one head on that will be changed to a longer head. There's a version of Martian Lambert. Her head is elongated, so we'll paint it a different shade. So to show that he's the surviving Martian on this planet, and then on the other side, he will be doing a lot of people walking on the streets, but with one guy with a like a detective with a hat on it and a coat to show that that is John Jaws in human form, blending with people. So that's the story of the base. And the rock, it's typical. It's the rock Martian. I don't know if I could retain the smoke. Actually, the story behind that smoke is he just cleared off the smoke and coming out of it. So I know he's afraid of fire. That is his weakness. But I look on the storyline of Martian Manhunter. It was just an implanted uh, fear implanted to his brain that he don't go overpower to keep a certain villain to come out from him, like the story of Void. What this? Was it Super Sentry? It's like
What?
Void. So the Sentry. So
Shut up. Shut up. Don't
there's a
say that name.
character there's a character in Martian Manhunter that the scientists instilled fear on him on fire because otherwise a certain character will emerge from him. So but basically the story of the base is he just turned off the fire and he's coming out of it. Now with other collectors giving inputs, we created additional story on the base. So that's how it's right now, and I'm hoping that DC will approve because we already submitted that. Now
So
for the concept making, well, actually the concept was already done before Carl and I discussed on things.
Yes, because I remember this. I proposed like a storytelling base early, and you like flat out rejected it. Now we're back to doing this.
Yeah. Again, the purpose of it was to blend with other collections, but having people commented on it, and we're always open for comments and inputs,
sure.
so we are good on that. And again, I don't have issues on changing it as long as people wants it better.
Correct. Correct. Okay. Well, I
So,
mean, that's an interesting way to put it. I like I said, the original one you had is okay. I personally like this one better, and I do feel like this is just my opinion, guys. I do feel like it matches better with the rest of them, especially in terms of engineering wise, and it's more. I don't know. It seems like it fits more the other ones in terms of size, scale,
yeah.
diameter. So what I want to do here is I want to ask our panel here, except Carl, because Carl's involved in it. Each one of you guys ask a question to Jay based off this Martian Manhunter, and then we'll move on to just the standard Q&A if you guys like. Marcos?
Yeah, real quick on this Manhunter. The base has to match the size of the other ones, like the Superman I have right here, because the base was completely smaller than the other ones I talked about earlier. So with the new base, if you guys get it approved for the licensor, will you make it match the other ones with the size wise, like the width and depth, obviously, with the other Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and I think Aquaman and Flash? Would you guys match it up size wise at least?
The size, of course, we try to not to make it too wide, but I can't say too much, but it will be very close to that.
Okay.
Not too wide, maybe around 16 to 16. The diameter. Sorry, for the diameter of the base. Yeah. Since it was coated as 12, so it will be like another 2 inches, 2 inches on the side, 2 inches on the left, other side. So around 16.
Yeah.
You can do 16. Yeah. Max is 18. Yeah.
The only thing is I don't like when because your storytelling bases look great, especially together. When Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman are together, it looks amazing. But when one looks off, different, I just don't like that with multiple statues in general, other lines and all that stuff. When one looks different, it definitely it shows too when you have all of them lined up. So I just don't want this one to look completely different in size and everything else. I'm glad you guys are hopefully doing a storytelling base with this too. I know Carl loves himself some storytelling bases, but but I'm glad you guys are thinking about the idea right now. It's approved. So
again, as long as collectors had feedback and we find it very it's reasonable, of course we adjust. It's common with LBS that we take feedbacks from collectors, and
I fucking hate it.
You're paying for this.
So much better right here.
Okay, listen, you're paying for this amount of money, so we take into consideration everything.
Oh, I like the detective right there.
That's what I noticed. That's what I noticed right there.
Nice.
So, Roger, you got a question for Jay based off this particular piece, this new piece?
Yeah, based off the pieces in general, like I like the creative choices that you guys have all made, especially sticking to more of a comic book stylization. Like once you take something from 2D to 3D, it's easy to kind of want to add some details and go more realistic. But you guys have kind of stayed at that line where you're going to add some details that make it translate to 3D more so than 2D. So you're adding more fidelity, more details, perhaps on the clothes and I guess a lot of the outfits, but you're still keeping it in the realm of like the concept and staying true to the comic book art. And I really appreciate that and like that.
Roger.
Yeah, what I wanted to know is, when it comes to making creative choices and making these making calls where it's like, I really feel adamant about being true to the character and maybe having this pose, maybe having it feel like there's certain things you add to the pose and to the statue that fit the personality of the character, right? How much creative say do you have, or I guess what's that like as far as the approvals process and stuff? Working with like someone like DC, where it's I imagine they have hard lines when it comes to how their characters and stuff are depicted and all that. Like, how's that? Like, what's that like? What's that approval process like, and how hard is it to get your creative liberties and stuff out there?
Okay, it's really hard to do concepts for a licensed company because normally, yeah, I was in the custom fan art before. When you think of something, whatever it is, you just do it, But on the license thing, you have to do follow some restrictions, some do's and don'ts, and then of course taking notes of that. You do the design, you submit it to them, then everything is okay. You think it's so good, but the approving officer don't feel it. They just we don't approve it, change it. That's it. And
You need
without
to have
telling why,
reference.
you have a reference in the comics. You have to justify. But again, if they don't like it, they don't. It's not aligned to their direction. You have to change it. So that happened with Green Lantern. We have this concept of extra head of John Stewart, and then we had a photo reference for it. They said, "Oh no, that's not the direction anymore for John Stewart because there's an upcoming Green Lantern movie." Okay, so they have to change everything, and then going back and forth, it's really tough. And we go back to the drawing board, they submit, and they submit, and then they submit until they approve it. So
Just to clarify too, you make sure that I ask only because working with clients as well too. I imagine you guys make sure that the concept is 100% like a go before you even start getting to 3D, or have you ever gotten to the part where you're almost done with the 3D version of it and they're like, hey, you know what, after seeing this, maybe we got to change this? Like, have you had to get into situations where you're at the finish line almost and now you have to go back and change some stuff and it's substantial?
Yes, it happens. It happens. I think it happens with Green Lantern. We're done with the printing, we're done posting it, and then they commented on something. So you can see that it was scheduled to be pre-order ahead of Martian Manhunter, but due to some changes by DC, so have to do some changes on it. So we have to move up Martian Manhunter to be pre-ordered earlier than Green Lantern. But since we have Green Lantern Showcase already in some cons, so we opted to show it also as part of the team. So since people already saw it, we just had some changes on it, some tweaks that they need to, because I told them it's already printed. We already casted it and it's already a prototype. And then we change it. So it does happen. And it's
I got one more
I'm
question.
gonna
I
say.
know I'm supposed to just ask one question, but now that I
Yeah,
have Jay
it's
there,
all right. It's all right.
yeah, I wanted to ask, how like once you're in production, you've got your 3D artists and stuff working on it. How hands-on are you yourself or Carl when it comes to, making sure that the production's going proper and stuff like that? Like how hands-on, or do you have to be hands-on, or do you normally just sit back and wait to see how the
No,
work
no,
comes
no, no, no,
along?
no, no.
You have to
no.
be a little bit closer to the product, especially
Um,
since it's such a big
we
IP.
we are hands on,
Yeah.
100%, 200%, 300%. We don't sleep. We
Especially
just
that guy.
make
Yeah,
sure
Jay,
everything
if you guys
Especially
haven't
that
seen,
guy.
Jay sleeps in his car. Okay, Jay sleeps. I don't know if you
it
guys know.
happens. Like I told you, I do designs while driving, and sometimes it pops up, and I have to, so I have to draw it, or I have to, um, we are hands on our products. That's why, actually, this is the only passion that I have.
Mm.
Although we have other businesses here in the Philippines, I still can handle it. In fact, when I was about to have a meeting with you guys today, I had a call. I have to discuss. Oh, we have to call me later. I'm on live. So again, this I'm really hands-on on works. Even on our supermarkets and our fast food restaurants, I'm still hands-on, and then I make sure that everything goes properly. Right. That's why when I have a chance, I have to sleep anytime. I mean, I can sleep 3 o'clock p.m., wake up 6, then work. Then this is just my habit. I'm
He's a
used to work.
workaholic.
I used to work. So again, you guys on LBS, nothing to worry on it on us, because we rest assured we're handling it and we know the business.
Should've stopped.
No,
My
I'm
bad.
very
My
frank.
bad.
We know the
My bad.
business. We know the business.
Whoa!
Oh my God, Carl, you're killing me, brother. All right, thank you very much, Jay, for that answer. Freddie, what question would you like to ask Jay about this piece?
Well, he kind of touched on it. The Martian Manhunter, the first appearance. You said that DC had you change it, because I don't recognize, because I love DC, so I'm pretty much like, no, I can't remember that appearance at all. Is that a concept? Is that new, or was it in the
Okay,
comics and I
okay.
missed it? Yeah.
Actually, when I was looking at the design,
Mhm.
it's like an egg coming out of his head, right? So, I was thinking as well, how,
Mhm.
how can
I
did
love
they
it,
come
by the
up with
way.
that design?
I love it, by the way. I was just I
I
was
love it too.
curious.
Actually, I
Yeah.
love it too.
Yeah.
I just had a message from a fellow collector as well, asking me where did I get this concept.
Yeah.
And I was looking at some references before. I look at the side. No, no, sorry. Star Loves. No, no, Star Loves. We call it Star Loves in DC.
Yes.
There's
Yes. Mhm.
a gallery of references for it. So I may have seen it, but again, maybe we painted wrong. Like we painted brown more. We can paint it a little green, but they approve it. So I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm liking it right now. It's like a different take for Martian Manhunter. So I don't know if collectors don't like the brown shade on it. We can change it to the green. But for now, it's just an extra head. It's not the main thing. In fact, I was when we are designing it, I included a lot of switch outs. But during the production stage and during finalization of what's to include or not, I was leaning to not include the switch out heads, because I think no one is going to display it. And then we actually did not include the torso, as looking at this, no one will display a torso with the squid hands and um, a facing hand. But after showing to a few collectors, they said, "Jay, I can't get that off of my mind, and like they should be doing. I think the only right now the only one to hunter. Why not do it the best?" So again, we come up with this idea of having it as add-on options. So some collectors who don't like other switch outs can just get it the regular post for Martian Manhunter. But again, like I said, we are aiming for a definitive version. So why not include it all? So,
Yeah, I agree. It looks perfect, man, to me. And it pops with the different the head color. Yeah, I like. I don't think my personal opinion. I don't think you should make it green because pretty much all his heads are green anyway. I like the different shading and color. You know, it pops. It's different. I think it looks good.
It's like a brown mohawk.
Yeah.
and pretty, as we know, there's no one else that's going to do 1/3 Martian Manhunt. Like 100%.
No. And Jay, I feel like you thought about everything, even to him disappearing and then with his hand, you know, and it coming. It looks great, man.
So Jay, there's no way you can have the that tentacle type arm on the left hand and or left arm with the normal torso. Is that only strictly to this torso?
You're saying that we put tentacle hands on what?
Like that tentacle type arm right here on the left arm. Could you like have it on like this torso? Real quick?
Marcos, why are you trying to make it difficult for him, man? It's one clean regular and one is a transformation, man. Don't make it difficult for him.
Actually,
Marcos, it's always
a production cost wise.
Well, actually, I already thought about it, and like you said, it's a clean. We don't like seam lines, so it's a clean look.
Yeah.
So if you want to, you can notice that on the arm there's some ridges on the bicep area, so that will keep the seam lines not noticeable.
Yeah.
So again, if you want to squeeze arms on regular pose, I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, Marcos is greedy. Marcos is greedy, man. He's a greedy collector.
Yeah.
You're making it complicated on my end.
Jay, is Marcos still bothering you about a smiling Superman? Like
yes, actually, can't discuss it. He knows it.
Okay. Don't discuss it. I'm just teasing. Want to get to Legend Lane? Sorry, Lane. It take a while. Please ask him the question you've been wanting to ask him.
Honestly, everybody asked most any questions I would have directly with this piece.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, that works. Do you have an offshoot question that's not from this piece that you want to ask Jay or Carl?
I have a question.
Oh shit.
Carl, god damn it. Let's go.
Jay, give me what the fuck was I saying before? Gotham City Sirens. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Gotham City Sirens.
I was
well, actually, the current direction for LBS right now. Okay, I just noticed that actually we had a discussion on this card the other day, right? So, like I said, I can visit it eventually. Maybe I could start on. No. We have to understand we have some lineups to consider. This is not a 1 year, 3 years project for LBS. If you're invested to LBS, this is investing.
I think we lost Jay.
Did we lost him?
We lost Jay.
Anyway, so Gotham City
Soldier.
Sirens is gonna be next year. Blah 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 blah.
Nice.
Okay.
No,
sorry.
not really. To be
Okay.
honest.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, this is the best time to invest
Yes.
to LBS.
Yes,
because
Sally. Yes.
we are starting and we are aimed to complete the line. You can see that on our Justice League.
Sure.
We completed the whole line. No one
Nice.
completed the whole Justice League line. So I'm a completist. I want everything to be completed. That's why I'm freaking out when I lost on the opportunity to get the XM. I'm actually collecting XM Transformers, so I missed the Megatron. So, like I said, that opted me to go into statue making. When I was collecting Moen, I missed. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Okay, I missed Juggernaut. I missed Moen Juggernaut. So I tried to look at it. I miss it, and then after failing to acquire it, I opted to do my own juggernaut. So I
Shut up.
started on that, and then I started on that. Now I'm missing Megatron. I'm trying to look at it. Maybe this is a sign that I go for Transformers in the future.
Well, I think the
Maybe
biggest
Beast
problem,
Wars.
Jay, the biggest problem is that you didn't contact me because I got the hookup in California. I get all XM, man. I got 3 coming in the next week. So if you're looking for a specific Transformer, let me know and I'll hunt it down.
Megatron. I'm looking for Megatron. That's it.
The XM one.
Text it to me. Text me so I don't forget. And if I find it, I'll hook you up. Don't even worry about it. I did not want to miss Lane. Lane, ask your question, please, and then we'll get the next question.
Hey, Lane, happy birthday. I believe it.
Oh yeah, thank you. I know. The other day, I appreciated that you wishing me happy birthday, Jay.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Of course.
Well, I guess honestly, it was more general question. I guess it would pick up a little bit from what you had been already kind of talking about a little bit. Is that I was interested in kind of how do you decide on, like, in your pipeline what characters you're going to do and design? Like, obviously some characters have had multiple designs over decades. How do you go about getting approvals for them in general, and how do you kind of decide what designs you're going to do for your pieces?
Okay. How do I start it? Well, everything is okay when everything is okay. Only been like when I started on doing LBS, I have a plans already of what characters I want to do, because again, I'm a collector. I know what to collect, and I know what in my mind what I need to collect. So I already have ideas of what I want. But it all changes when Carl jumps in.
Oh,
Changes
absolutely.
everything.
Absolutely.
So again, we had some arguments of what to release, what to do. But again, we come up with mutual agreement on some things. And then when uh, for example, he's an X-Men guy on the Marvel side, so we have to do some Marvel characters discussion, going back and forth. There's one thing that important on my end. I always follow my gut feel. So when I do some products and I don't, even it's all done, but there's something in my mind and not telling me not to do it or to do it, then we follow it. I always say to Carl that I follow my gut feel. So again,
Sometimes I fucking hate it.
you can't do anything about it. It's been very helpful on my end. So in fact, on the Marvel side, we had lineup.
No,
So,
leave it. Drop it.
No, for example, on that. And also on the DC side, we have this lineup, but we feel like we have to change, we have to do some adjustments, so we do it. But on the DC side, there's a lot of upcoming products which I can discuss, which they don't actually hold me back on this, because they hated me when I'm saying things, my plans. And on the DC side, we're good. So I'll be doing Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman. I'll be doing Batgirl on bike, and then I'll be doing Actually, it's Marcus' idea.
Yes.
So thank you, Marcus, on it. Yeah. So again, a lot of great stuff will be coming in. We have the Lex Luthor on the armor suit, and actually you find it similar with.
Similar to
Actually, we had the Iron Studios. It's not like that, but we're using the Alex Ross
outfit,
inspired.
the one that has like bars on the chest.
Yeah, with the capsules on the side, glowing capsules, with the coat on it, then hat, removable hat. So we had a lot of options. Clayface, you already saw it, and then we have a Cyborg Superman, Doomsday versus Superman, and then we have another Doomsday, and then
He really wants to do like the death of Superman scene.
One
Yeah,
third,
yeah.
one third,
Lowest.
1/3 Doomsday.
Yes.
Yes.
1/3 Doomsday. I already mentioned that in Godlike. And then
Oh my god, that seems.
actually, LBS is set for renewal. So,
Mhm.
well, of course, we all applied for a different,
Hush, hush,
scale,
hush. Make it a
scale,
surprise.
scale. Yeah, I'm applying for a different scale and other options. So hopefully they approve. If not, it's fine because you know, um, they hated me for saying things, no. But for me, on my end, like I started without license. I started, uh, so when I do things and when I say about it, either they approve it or not, I will be doing it. But I'm not saying I'll be doing customs because when you embrace license wholeheartedly. So no, for my end, no more, those things, no. So what I'm saying is when I'm focused on things, I make sure it happens because I'm giving them real options. Because currently, for now, with the current situation, with LBS and other other licensees, LBS so far has a good reputation in the end of the licensors. So I think so far we're good, and the community so far appreciate us, except on a very few. But I understand that sometimes all comments, I'll be honest with you guys. Some comments, like hey, you message me, you have this idea. I cannot just incorporate it or change everything just to consider your ideas because
It takes two
once
weeks
you
just for licensors to reply. So
no, not 2 weeks. You have
at
to
least,
discount it. 2 weeks or at minimum 2 weeks, maximum like 3 months, 4 months, maybe for just going back and forth on the approval. Now you have to discount it, you have to reprint it, you
Yep.
have to make a mold on it, so that one change can be like a year delay. So
that's why
for the
stop
version,
listening to the people.
that's why.
Stop listening to
Okay,
people. They don't know. Carl knows.
no. I always listen. But you have to understand. I cannot mention names, no. I know some of those guys know already. Some hated me, some put tirades on me online. Just a very few because some some suggestions I didn't take it as, oh, you change it. I cannot change it because once you showed something in public, it's already a goal. So just minor changes can do it. It's
Mhm.
okay. So you have to understand, guys, that I try to take all notes on it. I mean, all ideas, everything. But we try to manage
Gotcha.
everything.
Sounds good.
I would say just Jay, you are, your company and stuff is always one of the best, and you as an individual and Carl are always really great for engaging, like, even if it's not something you necessarily LBS would do, or it's like, well, maybe in the pipeline, like 5 years from now, we might be able to fit something in like that. You guys are always very good about engaging with everybody. I think that's just, one of the best things with your guys' company. And, and that's what I think, as you said, licensors having the good reputation, which is always obviously maybe the best thing, but you guys have also done a very good job for the most part so far, since you guys kind of had to go on your own way in the last couple of years for with your own pieces. I think that's been a really positive thing where there has been a lot of negative chatter probably the last couple of years. LBS has been one of the things where I think helped counterbalance out just a little bit for mostly positivity, within the statue collecting community, which I think has been great. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there, but I thought.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
one of the reasons why we are like that, like you mentioned, Lane, because again, we are dedicated, we mean business, and we change. When I was collecting, I was like, oh, they should have changed it, or they should have used this, or they have, you should have added this. So I can't talk to anyone. I was collecting sideshow pieces, Primal pieces. I'm collecting Iron Studio pieces before. Like I was, you know, they should have added this. They should, but again, you can't know where to reach this guy. So I'm just happy that we are changing the dynamics right now of collecting. Where collectors has a say on things, and we try to, on my end, we try to balance it. At the end of the day, you're spending money on it. You should know what to do. You should be part of it. It's our collection. It's our collection.
Right.
I think with what happened with LBS, actually they're using the same formula that we have right now. They're listening. And that's how it should be done.
I mean, that's ideally that should be your number one priority, right? It's your consumer, right? That's why you guys are as you are. But I mean, there's a fine line, right? That's why Carl mentioned there's a fine line. It's not the collectors, but there is a fine line.
Not all.
Roger and I have spoken this a lot of times. Sometimes done is done. Like you can't keep going back, and especially in the license stuff, unless the person in charge of the license is like, you got to change it, even if it's already printed, and that's something you guys cannot control. But I wanted to bring up real quick, Cygor741 wanted to ask about your 1/6 line, if you're still going to do collabs with Tweeterhead. I know you guys talked about it on Godlike, but I guess he didn't hear it. So if you have maybe a reply back to that. And also just want to give a shout out to the 2024 people watching and anybody in the chat. If you want, jump on the chat, ask a question while Jay is still alive and driving while doing this.
Yeah, sure.
Driving. Go ahead.
It's like
Jay's actually doubles in his part time as a super type, one of the super typhoon chasers. Like we've got tornado chasers here in the United States.
Exactly.
He's like where there be danger, I'll be there.
Yeah, he's driving right through the hurricane. He's like, fuck this hurricane.
Jay is the Filipino Twister in movie. That's what he is.
But yeah, so how's that looking with the collab and Tweeterhead and starting your 1/6 scale line?
Okay, I'm still checking with I'm still checking. How can I say this? I haven't replied yet because I'm very frank and open person. Sometimes I'm tactless. Okay, I'll be honest. You haven't responded for me for like 3 months. I'm your partner. We have plans. And then, being silent on my end. I'm just worried that it's just a startup. We just have a plan, and then we'll do. Now, if we're selling, if we're making, if you're using my product, you make deposits, we collectors deposits, and then you don't. Although the agreement was they use my design under their brand, and that's how it is. But again, you're dragging me onto it. I've known to collectors responding promptly. I've known to collectors doing, like I said, if there's a problem in your stuff, message me. You get a replacement, or you have to. It will be fixed immediately. You have nothing to worry because that's how it is on LBS. The trust is the most important thing in LBS. So, again, I'm still checking. Haven't replied yet. Now he knows that I'm not replying yet. But
trust me, he's not watching things. You're okay, Jay. He's not watching this.
No, regardless of it, because like I said, I'm very frank and honest person. You don't do that on collectors. You don't do that. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. You should know better. Again, I love him, and we're good. But like I said, you should know your business. This is not, it's not because it affects everyone. Imagine collectors nowadays like hesitant to trust licensed companies because of this. Not everyone is like them. We're changing. I'm very frank on it because even on the customs year era of my time, a lot of commissioners doing bad stuff. They collect money on collectors. They know I'm the one doing it. They did not send the money on my end, on my part. I did the production, and knowing everything, he just stole the money. The commissioner, I won't tell his name, and then collectors are going through me. Hey Jay, we paid deposits on this or my product. I said I haven't received a single cent on the payment on the deposits, but you know, caring for customers, for collectors. What I said is, if you pay deposits on him, we just deduct it on the balance, and then you can get it. Now, if we paid full payment on it, just send me a copy of you. You paid it full, you get your copy. So again, that's how I treat my fellow collectors and customers. So I don't want that the same thing happen on this upcoming partnership. So again, I'm observing and I'm checking, but I think Sideshow is interested on the partnership. So if you know guys in Sideshow who can link me, then we can have a group chat and link me to them directly. So there's no middleman on it. So that way we could discuss things properly and directly. Because at the end of the day, once you come into a agreement and this commitment, you are committed. No, you don't run on commitment, on obligations.
Besides that, Jay, do you think besides the partnership, let's put it out away from the partnership, but do you think the market's there for you guys to do a 1/6 scale for DC in terms of what you want? Because I know, when you jump into other IPs like anime and stuff, they're big 1/6 buyers, especially in the Asias. Is that something you've considered, or are you just gonna compete with Prime One and just do the 1/3 of PCS?
Is that you're saying anime?
No. I'm saying just the scaling, the 1/6.
Oh, scale.
Yeah, the scaling.
1/6.
Yeah. So, are you considering?
Actually, I was discussing it earlier. I was discussing it, but Carl said hush hush, so I stopped.
So you're not sure if you guys are going to do 1/6 DC. I'm just saying, is there value for LBS to do 1/6 scale DC?
Actually, we applied and we are waiting.
Okay. No, fair enough. You don't have to.
Wait to ruin the surprise.
Yeah, we don't want to push you guys any further because certain demographics, they just want 1/6. We got people in the chat saying they 1/6.
Actually, my argument is we are in the Philippines only. That's why the license is for Philippines only.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No. Fair enough, Jay. I know. I don't know. Does anybody else on the panel want to ask Jay another question? Because I could go all day on my head, but I want you guys to participate. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Except for Marcos, but everybody else can ask a question.
Let me just say, Will, or anybody else, was Will like breaking up with you guys, or was that just me?
Just you.
Just you.
I think it's just me.
I think it's your hotspot again.
Let me log out. Yeah.
Okay, no problem, Marcos. No problem.
Hotspot Marcos.
So, Jay, when you were on Godlike, you mentioned other IPs in the DC. Are you going to do one thing I've been reading on, and you don't have to answer it, but there are certain new comics coming out for DC. Are there any particular characters you're interested? I know someone mentioned Ra's al Ghul on the panel, I believe. Are those some IPs you want to jump on, or would you consider doing a villain line for your Justice League line, just like a companion?
Oh, Legion of is it Legion of Doom or something?
Yeah,
Legion of Doom.
Yeah, to be the companion to the.
So yeah, you've done all the Justice League, and then are you considering or maybe thinking of doing all the Legion of Doom, like Luthor, Joker?
Well, there's already two there, so.
Okay. Legion of Doom. Look, I already mentioned Lex Luthor, so we'll be doing that.
Right.
Bizarro, we will be doing that. Clayface, we're
Cheetah.
already doing it. Wrestle Go, it's all done.
No, you're
Who's the member?
tweaking Russell Gould, remember?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
I'm thinking Talia. Never mind.
Actually, I'm tweaking Talia. I'm making her like who's the famous porn star?
No, 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 no,
Mia Khalifa.
no.
How do you know about that stuff, Jay?
Ah,
You're
No.
very dirty. How do you know about
No,
that?
actually, Carl mentioned it to me. So, kidding aside.
Jay, I
Kidding
think you
aside.
started to make Carl starting to sweat there a little bit.
Carl's like, don't give my list of actresses.
I'm more JAV than.
But
So,
were you also like Cheetah, or I know if you have been thinking
Cheetah,
about one,
eventually. Not,
if you try to do some of those ones.
when we do characters, it should be okay. We have to consider everything. On the business side, we want something that's characters that can sold out, and we create at least a fun for us to do projects. So we tend to do A characters first, but then once we do the A characters, we try to blend some B characters, and some C characters we can do it later on, like Mr. Pig. Someone especially Mr. Pig on me on for
I think I
Batman.
know who that one is.
Uh,
Not me, but I think
I like Mr. Pig. I have to
you mean Professor
check
Pig,
his
right?
profile.
Professor Pig from
Professor Pig.
Batman.
Professor Pig.
Professor Pig. Yeah. So
Yeah, Professor.
I have to do. Yeah.
Solomon
Again,
Grundy.
it's Solomon Grundy is actually I have already a design for him. He's coming out from Swamp. I'm just not sure if I'll do the Hulk size body or the Alex Ross style look. So maybe some guidance from you for it's a different Alex Ross style look is more like bigger guy, a realistic bigger guy. But on the other side, I checked with other references for Solomon Grundy. It's like a Hulk. So I have to balance and I have to check which is which. Okay. So yeah.
So question.
Maybe message me.
So Carl and Jay, with all these projects and concepts, do you guys just keep your own in-house people to try to catch up with it, or do you outsource work, like concept artists, sculptors, things like that? Do you outsource sometimes just to kind of catch up to your projects?
No. We have our own internal concept designer. Actually, we do the concepts for us, but the I cannot draw as detailed as others.
Sure.
Who's good into that.
Sure.
But in terms of concept, we are in charge on it. Everything.
Sure.
Everything. So the placement of this per certain costume.
So if you needed, like, let's say you got 4 projects being sculpted and your time limit's running out, you need a fit sculptor. Would you outsource another sculptor that's qualified to catch up?
Okay. Actually, the direction right now is I have a main sculptor. I think you guys know it already. But other than that, we try to outsource others, but we tend to have it under him if possible, because talking to a lot of sculptors is very hard. It's very hard to give direction. Compared to my existing one, there he's actually good, and he listens to adjustments that we had, knowing that we are targeting
Under DC.
customer first. So whatever the customer thinks is best, we adjust. Some collectors I already talked about. Dealt with other collectors, other sculptors. They're very hard to work with them, because once they're done, they don't do the changes, and they just opted like, oh, we sculpt this, you take it as is. You don't like it, you don't take it. No, we don't. Although slowly we are every process we tell or we adjust, but some are stubborn. Some are stubborn sculptors that tends to have their own style. So
Sure.
the bad experiences on Skull. That's why I tend to partner with those I could, same vision as we are.
Correct.
It sounds like you need to work with more veterans or people that have like more experience. Just saying,
Yeah, I got Carl and Jay. I got a guy on the panel that's perfect for you guys if you need an extra sculptor. I ain't gonna say no names and I ain't blazing. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
His name is Freddie Bell Jr.
Freddie Bell.
I wish.
But yeah, no, I just question about the outsource because if you guys did need to, obviously Roger's been doing it for 25 years. So if he wants to work with you guys, I think that'd be a great partnership. Also, the chat had a question for you, Jay. Since Wildstorm is under DC, would you consider doing a Jim Lee Wildcats line?
Grifter? You mean Grifter?
I think
Wildstorm.
so.
Grifter is Wildcats, right?
Yeah, Grifter.
Yeah, Wildcats. Yeah.
Spartan, Voodoo.
Why not? Eventually, if there's a demand, why not?
Yeah, because it's under DC.
Really? It's under DC?
Oh. Maybe because Grifter 81 is asking it. you know what you do? What you do, Grifter 81? You post in LBS OG, get 50 to 100 interest, will apply.
There you go. That's all you guys.
Nice.
Guys, you do that. You go on LBS on Facebook. You get at least
Post deleted. Oh, sorry. Post deleted. Sorry.
Card is deleting it.
Post deleted. Come on, man! You got 200 backers. They're ready to give you that NRD from the Wildcats. ready to send you a paycheck, Carl. They're just eager to give you that money, brother. But yeah, no, that's a great question. Anybody else in the chat got questions for Jay? You better take it now. Time's almost running out, and he's still alive, so that's a good thing. I can't tell if he's driving or not, but he's still there.
I'm good.
He'll be breaking the law right now.
Still driving.
There he is. That's
I'm just wondering why William said he's alive there, and then slowly Kyle's head popped up for a second.
Yeah, I was like,
whoa.
Because he was driving. He's still driving. So thank you. He just kind of popped up. Hey, your vision's in the house. Thanks for jumping in, brother. So I know on Godlike you mentioned something about absolute. Are you doing all absolutes? Are you just doing a few? Or I know you mentioned you were doing it, but I don't want to get into anything we can't talk about. So just gonna ask because I remember on Godlike you guys were talking about it and I didn't catch all of it.
Again,
Trinity.
Any more absolute line in the works? Yeah, Batman, we're done. Superman, we're designing. Wonder Woman, we finalized the design. We'll submit for approval. So, yeah, so that's the direction.
After that, it's like up in the air at the moment.
What was that?
Those three. After those three, I think it's like up in the air at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, because there's
like a demand for it, sure, right?
Yeah, it's like you guys are waiting on the longevity of like the popularity of that comic line, I guess you could say, right?
Yes, since they're only in the project.
I don't like Absolute Manhunters like design.
No, absolutely.
The series has great art, but it is also I don't know what is going. What I'm looking at in that book looks really pretty, but I have no idea actually what.
What's that page?
We need Absolute Catwoman though. We need Absolute
Catwoman. Yeah.
So there
Stop. That's horrible. It's horrible.
Well, he does wear a Mysterio bucket a little bit, but it does
actually. What I like in the Absolute is the Bane. Joker and Bane. It's actually really nice.
Joker looks like the dragon.
Really nice.
It's like huge.
That Joker, if you did an actual like that Joker, which looks like a dragon, that would make the perfect complementary piece to if Prime One ever puts out that Berserk Batman and stuff. They'll fit Dragon Joker, but not being that thing, but like a smaller, supposed to be human Dragon Joker versus that big old battle axe of Batman. But I was wondering is because I know you mentioned you might be considering doing like a Ra's al Ghul for that piece. Would you guys, since you had started mentioning you going in some of the Absolute line stuff, for Rots, would you possibly consider, if it could be feasible costume-wise, where you could do a slip-out torso that would be absolute Ra's al Ghul, since he's been the main enemy of
Batman.
Absolute Superman.
Yeah.
No, he's been the main enemy of Absolute Superman for the last
But that
year.
Superman's absolutely worthless. And if we can't beat Ra's al Ghul, let's be real.
Well, this Ra's al Ghul is a lot more intense, and also
Just saying.
I don't want to say too much because I don't want to. I know we say some of the storyline stuff is from even going back like 6 months, and not most of our population here may care that much.
Oh.
But I don't want to give too much because Roz is a pretty Roz has a different style of look. I don't think necessarily his costumes he's been in would necessarily translate, but I was thinking since you had mentioned the absolute stuff, since as far as you guys have discussed, there's not an absolute bad guy we're going to have yet. Obviously you might get something in the future, but since you might in the future already have ideas for Roz, if that switch out torso for absolute Roz could work, that could be a good thing. So you would have something kind of that could pair up a little bit, at least maybe, with one of the absolute line. Anyway, but that's total, as you would call, fan casting on something like that. And does not take any legal approval or any other logistical problems with that, making it work.
Let's see.
The only thing I'd say to that, Lane, is I think the body proportions of both characters are off. Like this absolute Ra's al Ghul seems
he's a big muscly dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He looks like he's got the injections in the chest there, man.
Yeah.
Out there.
So if he were to do a classic Ra's al Ghul, which is a more leaner, slick villain, I don't think the upper torso and lower part would match if you were to swap. So that it's just the body proportion in my mind, engineer-wise. I don't think it'll look.
Probably not, but I thought I would ask it just because with the absolute line, that could be, since he has been a main antagonist. One of the versions of the character, one of the characters that may eventually get done.
Sure.
It just felt like, or hey, if you've seen Jay, you'll have to check out new Absolute Zatanna, who's supposed to be debuting eventually, as it looks like maybe for Wonder Woman. Zatanna basically. Her new outfit kind of looks like she stole Wonder Woman's replaced that outfit she wore when she was replaced as Wonder Woman for a short time by Artemis. It is amazingly horrible looking.
Yeah. It's just like a rocker, pretty much. I think Roger, we talked about that a bit, right? When you showed me her image, I'm like, this is not Zatanna. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Not going for that. That's terrible. But Jay, if you are talking, you are on mute. I'm noticing here.
I'm good. I'm just listening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you're good, brother.
Okay.
So we got How Tons 2K. He just wants to thank you for completing the Justice League line. I know you're having issues with the Green Lantern. Hopefully that finishes. To me, that's a success in itself. That you were able a full line. Marcos is not happy that there's no smiley Superman with the full line, but that's okay. It doesn't matter.
I'm actually more mad that there's Fish Boy rather than Green Lantern. Or not Green Lantern, Green Arrow, my bad. Fish Boy should be lower on the list. Green Arrow should be higher on the list. That's me, though, obviously.
I do. Well, I don't know if he wasn't one of the originals. I don't think
he was not. Hold up. He was very early though. Green Arrow was very early though.
Yeah, he was early, but he was an OG, and they're doing OG. So it's like someone saying, "Well, there's no Cyborg in there." It's like, yeah, well, he's not supposed to.
Cyborg is not just he's Teen Titans, if anything.
No, I mean not according to Zack Snyder. So
comics here and there that said that he was Justice League, but he's Teen Titans, 100%.
So who's the Justice League that prominent on the? For example, I'm done with the Big Seven. So what's in it on for us is actually we have a sculpted for. I mean, we've done sculpting Shazam. Okay. Now actually I'm looking. No one likes a plastic man. So
What?
That's gonna be awesome, dude. The Plastic Man would be
No, stop with that Plastic Man, Marco.
no, stop it. If you made it like a very unique anime type statue, yeah, you could have made it work 100%. Like
Anime like.
like a Luffy type statue,
LBS gonna do 20 pieces. That's it.
You know,
Special edition Plastic Man.
Let me tell you, I can't go to a panel without Marcos throwing one little hint bit of freaking One Piece. Oh, just like Luffy.
Greatest of all time. My bad. It's greatest of all time.
It's always got a glaze on the Luffy. All right, Jay, go ahead and go your comment before you're rudely interrupted. Go for it.
I was going to show you the Superman animated series concept that we had.
Ooh,
I think it's time to show it here, so
Let's
I
do
could
it.
get feedbacks
wait, did you
if
find-
possible. Yeah.
Yeah. Send it to
Did
me.
you find anything? Oh, okay.
Let's do it, man. I can't wait to see it.
All right, this
Okay,
is
hold
first
on.
render and
Freddie's excited. I can see his
Yeah,
smile.
I'm perked up.
I'm
I'm ready.
I like how Carl looked over to the side and
Yes,
asked somebody.
no one's
is this
seen this.
great?
No one on our panel has seen this, so this is exclusive for everybody. Let's go.
Okay.
Wait, is this the first drop or there was a new one?
No.
This is the first drop.
We just had some adjustments, and I think
Oh, okay.
All right, I just want to let everybody know that who's watching this. This is the first time here at ASVCollectibles. It's the second time today. Thank you, Jay, for showing this to us.
you told me to hold some new sneaks, so I
yeah,
didn't show a lot.
that's-
Oh my god, it looks horrible.
No, it's not.
Stop.
There you go.
Ooh.
All right.
Yes.
Again, oh yeah. Oh, it's the old one. Okay.
I
Yeah,
like.
it.
Let me show you the back
Hello.
details.
What's it called? The
You
Bizarro.
Yes.
got Brainiac, you got Mr. Pixel, you got
I love
Is that Livewire? I see Livewire in there.
Livewire, you got
Mala, and I forget the other General Zod still in.
Parasite, Calabac.
Yes.
I can't see the two in the middle.
So-
That's
One was
Mala
just- I
and the
love-
other guy.
guys,
They're General
This
Zod.
is the whole time.
Yeah.
I love the Lex Luthor in the background, opposite of the Joker. Like,
Yes.
I
Yes.
love that. That's awesome.
Finally,
This-
some rogues, Superman rogues, man.
Thank
Let's
God.
go.
Right, Freddie? Right, Freddie? We've been asking for that forever.
Yeah.
And Carl, what did you say was going on with this? This was not
Oh,
approved.
it's like the first render that I saw like a few weeks back.
Okay.
I love it.
I honestly think this works really well with your Batman. This
Yeah.
works really. This and he's got Lex got the kryptonite on there?
Yep.
Well,
He has that right there. Just like a Joker has the Joker card, obviously. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, I'm not a glazer usually, but this is like 100%. That's what you guys
Yeah,
do.
and Metallo's chest with the kryptonite showing. That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'd
Dark
say
Side Eyes
maybe-
too. Dark Side Eyes. Like,
Yeah.
do you guys have Mr. Missy Plitwood?
I think it might.
I see him.
How do you pronounce it?
Hey,
Mix
it's
Mr.
out there in the world.
I don't think anybody can pronounce it.
Mr. Missy Plitwood.
I need to rewatch it at the episode on the
It's a
animated series to
Yeah,
I'm really confused with
remember.
it. You know.
It's
Yeah,
tough. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
I would
Mix
say
the
you
flicks.
might Mitzelflex.
Mixoplex. Oh.
It's a click.
Yeah, I would say you might be missing Volcana from this because she was
not
made she was made for the animated series. Because she was in at least one or two episodes.
Wait, who?
Volcana?
Or
Oh
can
man, you don't
I'm
need
not
her.
familiar with that.
She was like,
I'm just saying she was a creation for the
Oh, okay, yeah.
not as iconic as like Livewire or somebody.
Yeah,
But
Livewire's
I'm just saying because it's. I know. I'm just saying
Whoa,
because
what
it's
is
a
this?
this is
That's
this
the
is
back
Superman animated series one.
mm.
Oh, that's cool. I like the Lois. Lane.
Nice.
Oh, I see something Marcos don't like on the back of this base.
What is that?
Look at the back of Superman.
Oh yeah, the Kryptonian.
It's fine to an extent, but at the same time, like, that's not making the main acceptance. It's Superman he's a farmer from Kansas over a Kryptonian from Krypton. But so real quick, Jay and Carl, what is the Superman? Who is he holding right there? when he's like flying in?
Louis
Lois.
Lane.
That's Lois, man.
Supergirl.
Lois. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Make sure it's not Poison Ivy.
It was not Poison Ivy. Yes, yeah.
Who?
No, it's looking great. I mean, based off what we're looking at right now, I don't. Obviously, when we see it in 3D and some better coloring and renders, if this is going to be the final stage, I think we'll have more feedback on it. But based on what I'm looking at, it's perfect Superman. Now everybody can nitpick on it, and that's what's going to happen once you start showing. Just like some other companies have showed their Superman, and Marcos really let them have it. But because we love Jay and Carl, we're not gonna let them have it so hard, right, Marcos? We're gonna keep it a little bit tight today, a little bit tight. But
don't put this on me. Don't put this on me.
I'm putting it all on you, brother. So there you guys have it. First here at ASV Collectibles, the Martian Manhunter base, and now the animated series Superman. This is just beginning stages. And so thank you, Jay and Carl, for letting us put this on our stream and show it. That's freaking awesome. This is looking great.
Yeah, if this is executed to like the 10% of how great everything else you guys have done thus far, it's gonna be executed really well in 3D. I can't wait to see it.
Oh my God, that looks so good right there.
I'm sharing some T-shirt as well to William.
Yeah,
If you're interested in it, you can like. We're doing some designs on T-shirts. Yeah.
Sick.
We got merch, butter. We got.
Can I get dibs on a gray one? That looks awesome.
Yeah, this is looking good. So for those of you, obviously, we all know how to get a hold of Jay. If you're in the Philippines, all you have to do is run on the streets. You'll see him in his car. He's got merch in the trunk. You know, we just do it. He's selling merch out
He takes cash. He takes cash.
He takes cash all the way, baby, all the way. So yeah, no, hey, this is looking great. This is looking really, really good. I imagine you doing your merch like your normal logo with the, with the red and everything. But this is looking pretty tight. I like this.
Actually, we have designs on that. I just shared it in the group so you can see.
Sure.
Hold on. Wait. Okay. Like this one. I mentioned that. Mentioned that.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, got the polo on there. That's cool.
Nice.
Like that. There's the Legendary Beast logo. So for those of you that
I like
want
this one
merch,
more. It looks clean.
yeah, it looks very, very clean. That's really good work there, guys. We, here at ASV Collectibles and I know Godlike, we are just the biggest fans of LBS. You guys are doing great work. I love that you guys are competing with some of the other groups that are doing 1/3. And I feel that your success has like skyrocketed above theirs. I think you guys you're really hitting the mark, especially in the way you guys are sculpting and staying true to the IP. I think that's what collectors really appreciate, especially the hardcore older guys like ourselves. Surprisingly, Marcos likes it too, even though he's a kid. But everybody else here, we grew up with most of that style art. So it's fantastic. So LBS, Jay, Carl's, you guys are doing a great job. Keep up at it. The last question I have for you guys, because we're already hitting the 2-hour mark, and I know Jay, you stuck around longer than I believe you were going to.
I can stay. Don't worry, I can stay.
Okay. Yeah. No. If you have any more, I'll just be here waiting for Martian Manhunter prototype so I can do the unboxing. I know you guys. I'll keep waiting right here. I'll do it and then I'll mail it back. I'll send it back to you. It's going to be a fantastic piece. I know it's going to be a banger. Jay, anything else you want to talk about? You want to bring up any trade secrets? I can kick out Carl so he doesn't get mad at you.
I feel Carl staring into his soul right now.
Actually,
look how stupid he was like, oh, shit.
So
you should make the Atom as magnetic companion piece of all the guys to sit on the shoulder. Yes, actually, Jeff, thank you, Jeff, for supporting LBS. We've been talking a lot, and actually, your message really keeps me going. So thank you for your message. Atom.
Make it a surprise of a specific character that no one would know.
Atom. The problem on that, of course, we don't do Atom big characters. So Where do I put him? I saw
Like on the
some
shoulder?
design that it's a shoulder of Hawkman. So and I was thinking doing a Hawkman and Hawkgirl together, and you can saw that you saw that graded did a comparison height on Hawkman and Martian. I think it fits well. So I think Hawkman Arm Studio fits well with LBS Justice League. But yeah, looking for one for a Hawkman. So hopefully, if we do the Hawkman, we can include Atom as part of it as a early bird pre-order bonus or
Or
whatever.
Green
So
Arrow. Just saying.
a green
Yeah,
arrow on the tip of the
Yes.
arrow.
that
So,
would actually
but
be
I don't
fun. That would be
Yes.
fun to see.
I,
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, Primon did Primon did the Black Canary,
Yes.
Supergirl, but they're all selling it for a low price because no one is buying it. That's
It's
my
overstock.
worry.
That's what we like. We
Say it.
like the low price. We like the low
Yeah.
price.
Yeah. Actually, I was about to buy, but I just wait for another year. It will go down.
Well, hey,
So again,
that's
that's the reason why we don't overstock. What we get an order
Not
from
anymore.
pre-orders, we don't overstock because we value the the value of the products. You're paying 2,000 or 1,500 on it. You don't have to pay 1,000. You can get it like 1,000 or less after like a year waiting. We want to raise value on the characters. I learned a lot
Or
from
at
it.
least try. Or at least try.
At least you know when you sell it. For example, Captain America. You sold it at how much? 1,260 now. You can buy anything at 2,000 plus. Oh,
Unless someone steals
imagine.
it.
Yeah. So we try to limit the quantity. So it's like a supply of
Well,
law of
demand.
supply and demand. So if you have minimum supply, the value goes up. If you have many supplies, the value goes down. So at the end of the day, we value that, the concept. That's why we are actually aiming for a low ES always on products.
So is
Yeah.
that so? What determines your ES number? Is that based off feedback or what people are saying, or how do you know when to stop your ES when it comes to license?
Depends. Well, for I mean, engaging collectors, engaging the distributors, the resellers. Once we announce some things, normally the collectors, the guys collecting already confirms they will take this, and we take that as a consideration. So, but again, depends on the characters. For example, the Batman animated, I confirmed that I will just be doing 100 ES. So even if we have 140, 180, actually on the Batman animated we had 145 interested on it. We just stick on the 100 pieces. So congrats to those who got the Batman animated because it will actually goes up as the demand is more compared to the production pieces that's made out. Like the edition size is really low. So yeah,
Okay, yeah, no, I mean it happens, but that's good to know how you guys kind of gauge, how much ES you do, because sometimes we see other companies, which I'm not going to name, and they got like 2,500 ES, and I'm like, how the hell do they know that future sales could potentially reach 125?
2,500. Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just those
I
groups.
don't know either.
What was that?
I don't know either how they can sell a lot with the current situation.
We love
Correct.
those other companies, just saying. We love those companies.
No, we do. And I love, look, I have a passion for this stuff. That's why I'm doing the show. All of us have a passion. We're all nerds. Well, for the most part. And it's something those people as well and those groups are passionate. And we love them all, and we think they're doing a great job. And we love the fact that they're putting their time and resource to provide art to the collectors, right? But with that said, it's like, how do you know where your sales are going to be based off the economy that you know that you can potentially sell 2,500 of this particular piece, but yeah, that particular piece, you know, only 100. So I'm kind of interested in that aspect of the business. How do you really dictate? Because we know the statue economy right now is fluctuating lower than it used to be during COVID. So how do companies analyze these things and put out that ES number?
Well, that's actually the question that what's in my mind. How they can sell this? Maybe they tend to do a big ES, but they don't really produce much. So it's
So,
their
so, you,
marketing. It's up.
so you're saying that they just put that number out and just kind of play with it and just sell whatever they sell, even though the ES number is high. So it's not
Most likely yes. Most likely yes.
okay.
Because what can you do with the remaining stocks?
Right.
You can't. You can't do anything. If for example, you have 1,000 ES, you just produce like 200 or 150. What will you do with the remaining 850?
Correct.
So that's what happened with XM. The looting, everything. Remember the looting on XM's warehouse in China?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what it is. They had this overstock. They have to keep it on their warehouse. They did not pay the factory. The factory seems like you're not paying. So since you're not paying, this is our stock. We get it. But they forgot that they're living in a world where there's law. If it's in the warehouse for example, XM, if it's inside the warehouse of XM, you have to ask permission on XM before you get all the stocks in their warehouse. So they did it wrong. So instead of now, XM sues them. So imagine XM owes money on this factory get the products. Now with what happened, very reckless thing they did. Now XM sues them. They have to pay XM more on this. Imagine that. It's very, very wrong move. But we don't overstock. That's why we have problems right now. For example, I had Batman. We produced Batman. So what orders I have, I stay with it. I didn't make too much. And then after that, collectors are AJ where to get Batman. So we can't do anything. It's all sold out. So once sold out, it's sold out.
Yeah.
So
That's what any company wants, right? They want to sell out of all their pieces that have no stock. It happens from time to time, but that's what everybody wants to do. But no, I appreciate the feedback and stuff.
Yeah.
And if there's nobody else in the chat that wants to jump in, ask any questions, if you've heard everything you wanted to hear from LBS, please feel free to put it up there. Anybody in the panel, Roger? Or
let's do discussion. It's okay. Actually, I'm talking here not as LBS, but as a collector.
Yeah. So as a collector, then let's geek out, let's shenanigans a little bit. Since we already talked about the product, and we also, we're here to support LBS. We're here to market. So make sure you get your hands on Martian Manhunter, and make sure you keep an eye out for that Green Lantern. That way you can collect all of the LBS Justice League line, the classic line. Now, Jay, I'm going to ask you more personal stuff. If Freddie wants to jump into stuff, because we are all collectors here. As you can see behind me, I got unlicensed and I have a lot of license. I got several XMs. I got Sideshow. I got Prime here. I got a bunch of stuff. I got some hidden stuff out there, but it's inappropriate because of, I don't want to get canceled. They're life size. They're made out of silicone and they're not made. So I can't
Fucking go. What?
Behind the curtain right now.
those because I'd be doing it for hours. But so because I don't know you two guys, Carl, I mean, obviously I can see behind you, you got a good amount of stuff. But Jay, what's your collection like? I mean, you're a big time collector. What do you have? I know you want some XM pieces. We'll chat about that off screen, and I'll see what I can do about hunting something down for you here. But what's more of something you gravitate toward in terms of your collection? Do you just buy what you like, or do you do a line? Because I think earlier you said you want to complete a line, so I'm not sure if that's just business wise or collecting wise.
Okay. First things.
Oh, he's a box
Should I?
collector.
No. How I started? I started collecting Bowen when I opted to stop collecting action figures. So I'm a completist. I complete every line as long as I can. Um, so I have Bowen before. Then I quit. I have the sideshow 1/6 scale diorama. I stopped, and then I shifted to 1/4 scale premium format, and then I collected Transformers, Masterpiece '01 action figures. Then from there, move up, and then I actually what's my first 1/3 scale collection is PCS Mortal Kombat. It's the Scorpion and Sub Zero, and then I collected Street Fighter 1/3, but during the transition of the first PCS, I had the hold on now. So I started from there, and then I sold all my one. Actually, I sold all my 1/4 when we had a discussion with XM. I sold all my 1/4 to certain collectors, and then I full collected. I'm now collecting all 1/3. So I'm just lucky that we had this opportunity to get licensed, so to start the whole line. So now I'm collecting 1/3. I have Prime One. I have Iron Studios 1/3, and actually that's my direction right now. Is my whole 1/3 collection is like I'm collecting. I'm collecting 1/3. I don't buy 1/3 anymore. So what I'm
My
producing
fourth.
is my collection. So again, that's how the direction of LBS right now. Sorry, I'm driving. I have
No,
to work on something. Yeah, so that's why
you're okay.
I'm
So,
holding up. Yeah, but I'm good. I'm good.
Because you're in a particular position, would you consider going more than 1/3, like a half or full scale, if something came up?
Come again. Come again. Sorry.
So since you're in a particular position, I know you got your offices and all that other stuff. If something came up at a reasonable price, would you go higher than 1/3? Would you do half scale or full scale?
As a collector.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, I started. Actually, when I started, well, the go 1/2. Actually I'm starting to collect bust now.
Okay.
So
Nice.
yeah, so I have few busts, and I haven't displayed all my. Actually, I haven't displayed all my collections. It's
where
all in
this
the
is going.
box. I'm preparing for the gallery where I can display all my collection.
Nice.
So, but I'm collecting bust and one upscale. Yeah, I actually collected the sideshow Doctor Doom one upscale before. I paid
Okay.
for it,
They did the one
but
upscale
the
before?
seller forgot about the deal. Yeah, I have the one. I have the Doctor Doom one upscale, and the problem is I paid for it. The seller forgot about the deal. He said he already gave the product. I know it's lying. I didn't charge it.
I mean, deliver it, so fine with me. So I just, just ignore the guy. Sometimes I do it like, you are when you do don't if you don't what do you call it, if you don't deliver on what we are agreed, I don't tend to argue on you, but I just ignore you because I'm just happy that I know you and I gauge you on a few dollars. Like I said, your reputation is more important than anything.
Correct. That's the most important thing is people's reputation. We see it a lot in the community, and I think the energy of the community, and in terms of purchasing, whether licensed or non-licensed, there's have been a negativity behind it, right? We see it a lot. We see a lot of people being more negative in the statue community than coming together and being positive with something we love. This is supposed to be a passion, not a headache. Marriage is what the headache is, not statues. Statues supposed to be the positive. You know what I mean? And it's generational. You get married and there's the headaches. I go bald. It just happened. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm just ranting now. My bad. But no. That's why Marco still has hair. He's not married yet.
He's young.
He's
He doesn't know stress.
He does not.
I know stress. Trust me. The dating scene is tough, man. The dating scene is tough. But no, I get you guys. I get it. 100%.
His stress is, should he buy 5 statues or 6?
Yeah.
Stress, man.
Don't get married.
Well, see, I like they say that that's different than the stress that they have is partially, should I buy 5 or 6 statues? They forget, but they have the other plus sign to that equation, which is what will the wife say? Or what is the significant other reaction to this? And will I be equal sleeping on the couch for 6 months? That's the flip side part of it that Marcos does not have as part of it.
I mean, if he was married, I would love to see him try to justify the 30 POs he's got to deal with.
Stop. Please stop. Please stop. I hate my life.
Have you gone in that situation before, Jay, where you had more POs than you can handle personally in your collection?
More POs? How do you say that?
So so in your collection, personal collection, nothing to do with LBS. This is just Jay. Have you ordered too many to keep up with and stressed about how many POs you have?
Yes.
Yes.
When XM was making good statues.
We have the same. We have the same dilemma. Sometimes when I was collecting premium format before, I have upcoming ordered next week, and then another next week I have to pay for another and another. That's why I collected. For example, when I was starting, I collected Bowen. In 1 year, I have 99 Bowens.
Oh wow!
In 1 year. So when I started premium format, all of it I collected. Once it's up for pre-order, I order it because I don't want to miss it. Because before, when you miss the PO, it's really hard to get on the stuff anywhere.
That's me with the
So
XM.
that's why I'm returning it back.
Yeah. So Jay, were you just back at that time frame in your life? Were you just going, man, who needs savings when you retire?
No. Actually, I consider it as well, but again, I try to be a responsible collector. I try to be.
At that time, Jay was 30, just like Marco. So you probably was just like, I got another 40 years to save up some money.
Us Filipinos, we do not age. So
that's freaking hilarious. Bowen Designs, The Godfather. Yep, that's true. Let's see here.
Oh, who is that? Ryan Tito.
Oh God, that's so good.
That was good. You do look like that, Marcos.
Oh shit, I cannot see that now.
Whoa! That's not me. That's not me. That's not
So,
Peak
That's
SNL.
something Horatio would say.
Or like, honestly, if we're being honest here, that looks more like Roger, if anything. So
What are you on?
what for Jay Carl, one thing, this isn't directly stature related, but this has to deal with where you guys just kind of as a fan, but also could be just with your business and stuff. When you guys hear like WB, is up for sale right now, it eventually is at some point going to get sold. When obviously, do you guys look at that sometimes and just when you see articles like that, or if you're just checking your phone sometimes, will that cause you guys just to take where normally if it's something news you might just pass it over, where if you see that pop up in like your Google thing real quick, will you guys just scroll back and maybe hit a button for a second? Did that cause you sometimes just to sometimes just not something is happening specifically, but just can cause you to pass back or look up sometimes what's going on with like a licensor company like that for you to see what's going on in the bigger context?
Yeah, I think I did when I initially heard the news. Like, wait, what's happening here? And like, how is this gonna affect licensing for like DC?
For the next few years,
Yeah, right. It's
right
like,
away,
is
but
it gonna be more of a pain in the ass, like
yeah.
to get approval or what?
So what do we have in the pipeline? Like, this 2020, this might be, they're saying it might close into 2027 or 2028 or something like that, where you guys, you even just subconsciously, you can't help but stop and pause for a second, looking like, okay, what do we have in the pipeline possibly? Are we thinking that far out years ahead? Was this like going to affect things, stuff like that?
Yeah, I worry a lot on that part. Like, even in the other licensing stuff, like I'm the worrywart, and like he's like, we'll figure it out as it goes. That's why I keep getting gray hair when I started with this.
I can just imagine is because, especially with DC, like in the last few years where you've had a lot of departments like that could deal with licensing stuff, people get laid. There's been DC and Warner Brothers itself has had lots of layoffs in the last, since like last 5 years. I guess sometimes you just have to look like just in general sense. Boy, is the person who we've been talking to for the last 2 years, are they going to be there this time next year, possibly, or is there going to be somebody else, or that kind of thing? I'm sure must make you crazy sometimes, especially since things have been so positive for the last couple of years.
For my end,
I worry too much.
on my end, what's the direction of the collectors? Well, again, some collectors, grow old. So I'm bringing back the time when, when you look at LBS products, it's an art. It's something that you admire when far, you admire when you're near. So it's like a painting where you admire everything on it. So that's how LBS do the statues. You admire all part of it. Now, if you like, collecting and eventually, you grow old. Again, that's why we make sure that the value retains of LBS products. So that way, if you try to quit or you do separate with your wife, you can sell the statue
Why?
at least
Sorry, why?
or wife, like a divorce or whatever. In the Philippines, we don't have divorce, so but if you do separate, the value goes up or the value retains at par at least. I know some products of LBS like Thor and Thor
Magneto.
before. No, Magneto is okay
Eh,
because we overproduced on Thor. Of course, it was during that time I was starting. Like I want a low ES. That's why Captain America's a 388 ES. But I had a talk with XM. Oh, Jay, you make the edition size twice. I said no, but they insisted, so I learned from it. And then they insisted that I produce, so I make it more than what I wanted. and I learned from it that it's overproduced, the value goes down. So we tend to learn from that, and on the succeeding pieces, we try to lower the ES.
Right.
So that's the standard now for LBS, low ES.
Jay, you kind of missed the point of the question.
But what's the point of the question? When you grow old, what's the point?
No,
of the question?
not that one. That one that Lane was talking about.
So pretty much, Jay is
Like,
like
where-
like WB is considering and selling their brand, right? And the question is pretty much how's the effect, or do you feel like you'll be stressed out about if your product's going to be approved, if not going to be approved because it's moving around?
No. Actually, if being sold Warner Brothers, I don't think there's a problem on us, because when we line up products, normally we submitted it 2 to 3 years ahead. So we just have to, like, for example, we have to renew. If we renew the license, we need to submit 10 characters. Our planned characters to release on a year. So
Okay.
if they're being bought of a certain, they are tied with the contract, so they just can't change it. Like, oh, you change it, you change it. No, it's different. It's different. Normally, if they acquire what changes is the ownership, not the whole direction. Unless the buyer is suicidal. If he buys it and he wants to just shut down the company. But so far, there's no issues on it. But we will just need to align the characters that we will do to their plans. For example, they'll be making a movie of Atom. So definitely we will make characters based on that. So normally if they buy the company, it's just a change of ownership, not the change of direction. Not much. I mean, direction in terms of maybe on the movie side, like, they change the tone of the movie. But again, the direction for us statue makers, it doesn't matter at all. For me, it doesn't matter at all.
Thank you for answering the question.
Thank you. Because I missed that. Maybe when you were mentioning, I was driving it lucidly.
It happens when you're driving, right? You just hear it, and you're just like, I'm just going to talk about something because I got to concentrate on the road right now. You got to concentrate.
But I hope I answered it.
Yeah. No, you good. You did a great job, Jay. Yeah, I'm so impressed how Jay is such a multitasker. He's probably driving, doing the podcast, and changing his pants at the same time, and he's just trying to get all these things. Get his uniform. There he is. I see. There he is. So, and your signal's pretty good right now. It's actually better than Marco's. There you go.
Which is crazy. How is that possible? On the street, in the car.
And there's like a typhoon on his, and it's crystal clear.
A typhoon or nothing?
That's okay.
There he is.
Look how crystal clear that is, Marcos. On the street.
You see that, Marco?
It's our city right now.
Not me. Not me.
He's trying to see if I can zoom in on that. No, I'm still open here. Let me close that out. There it is. So we're taking a tour of the Philippines right now, guys.
Well, this is Rackwell. Actually, this is a mall here in the Philippines. Okay.
I'm trying to zoom in on it. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, that's me.
So Jay is introducing us to International Super Typhoon Mall. Mall shopping.
People watch YouTube videos of this for hours. Just watch somebody just go along the streets and just explore.
So I just want Jay just needs to drive through the red light district. I'm not sure where that is in that area, but is it when do you guys celebrate the water festival?
What's Water Festival?
Isn't there a water festival in the Philippines where you guys soak each other and everybody pours water on everybody?
Yeah. It's in San Juan City. There's a lot of like you're driving, they're throwing water to you. Yeah, it happens here. But I'm not familiar because whenever it's really hard for commuters. But if you own a car, you don't. It doesn't matter because you're not being soaked with water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we're at the 2 hour and 30 mark. I know
I think
some
we're
of you,
good. I mean, on my end, I'm good. Maybe another session would be cool for me to go in. But I hope you guys enjoy the show. Sorry for my bad signal, but thank you for listening to me and being part of the community is really really nice because I've been in the collecting industry since 2000, 2004, 2000, 2003. I've been collecting, so I'm just happy that you're still guys supporting LBS with thank you so much for everything. I mean, I'm nothing without you guys. So thank you so much on it.
and Jay, we really appreciate you coming on my stream. I know I'm a small channel, and hopefully we can get more people here, but I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. You coming in, chatting with us, a little bit of shenanigans, having fun. Thank you, Carl, as well here. I also want to thank my boy Roger from So Much 3D. So check him out. You guys make sure to PO and pick up that Martian Manhunter and the Green Lantern when they come out. Legend Lane, thanks on the panel. FBJ, my boy, I really appreciate you here with us. Also, my right-hand man, Marcos. Thank you, Marcos, for being here. And I want to thank everybody also that joined the chat group here. There's so many. DB Mandes, How Tuntu, K, JFK was in the house. Aiden, our boy Aiden from A+. Let's see, your vision was here. Grifter 81, Cyron 741, Jimmy from Godlike. Thank you for jumping in on Jimmy.
Happy birthday, man. Jimmy's here.
Birthday, Jimmy.
He was.
Birthday.
Oh, yeah,
Happy birthday, Jimmy. Yeah.
We had Stanley in the house. I know Mr. Popo was up in here. Who else was up in here? Marcos, help me. Jonathan from the Everyday Collector was here as well.
John.
Hanging out with us. Walton was in the house. Let's see, just so many people. I got to scroll. There's so many people that jumped on. Ken Navarro 24, E-Man, can't forget E-Man, Mr. Popo and E-Man. Those guys are legends. Jojo Valdez was also here. Thank you again, everybody, for jumping in here on ASV Collectibles. I really appreciate everybody that joined the panel. Again, Carl, thank you again, my brother. Jay, thank you. I'll be waiting for that.
Thank you.
I'll be waiting for that prototype. Appreciate it. And that is it for ASV Collectibles. We'll see you next week for another live unboxing of Shenanigans. I had one more piece.
Do it, man.
Yeah, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you guys again. We'll see you next time.